Hey, you're listening to Clemente's Corner. It's a podcast. If you're not familiar, I talk about the weather, politics, Korean barbecue mostly. Just want to thank you guys for listening. I can't hear myself in my headphones. Give me a second. Let me see. Okay, got it fixed. Still learning stuff. Hope I sound good. Hope you can hear me. This is episode 91. This is supposed to be episode 92. However, I recorded a podcast with the very talented Tyler Valentine last Thursday, and I lost the file. I dropped the ball. I'm sorry. I apologize. It was a great episode. We had such a good time. And it's unfortunate that it's lost forever, but I'm going to get him back on. We're going to figure it out. I know he's a busy guy. Sorry, Tyler. We are going to figure it out, man. We're going to get through this. I love you. Okay, come back. But anyway, episode 91, guys. It's been a busy week. Been a busy series of weeks. I'm always busy. I'm always doing stuff. There is a show Monday at Cactus Bar. That's tomorrow night. So if you're listening to this on Monday, it's tonight. Tonight at 9 p.m., which would be Monday, July 30th. Monday, July 30th. We're doing a show. We're at Cactus Bar. Come through. 9 comics, $5. It's going to be a good time. You got nothing else going on Monday. You know, Monday's a rough day for a lot of you. Got to get back to work, back on the grind. Take it easy. Come have a beer. Come have some laughs. Share in the laughter. Share in the merriment. Come see us. And Friday will be Friday. I'm over here getting my words mixed up. Friday we will be at R&R in the back room. $5 for that show. It's going to be a really good show. Like 3 or 4 of the best comics in Amarillo. Just going to go out there and knock them dead. They always do. Every time we go to R&R, it's a packed house. I love that room. It's a great place to be. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for any support. Thank you for any hate. Thank you for keeping my name in your mouth. Whatever. I don't care. I love you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for everything, like I said. Anyway, good week. Been working hard. Gonna keep working hard. Trying to, get I'm gonna get a new studio here around October, so that'll be cool. And what else is going on in my world? Not much. Working 2 jobs. Getting a third. See what happens. Got blackout drunk for the first time in a while. Went to the Harley party. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. It's a place where everyone goes to drink and eat food and possibly win a Harley. I got to serve beer, and I also served myself a lot of beer. And I forgot a lot of stuff that happened, because that's what happens when you drink. It's probably the worst drug in the world, for being honest, but it's also the most socially acceptable, so it's fun. It's a good time. I need to stop drinking, which I say that every weekend. It's not going to happen. I'm gonna stay slowed down, though, I was doing really well. That was the first time I've been drunk in probably over a month, which is good for me, so appreciate you. Really, really sad I lost that episode, guys, but don't worry. We'll figure it out. I don't know why you would be worried. It's not even relevant to you at all in any way, shape, or form. But I'm still a little bit worried, and I'm still upset, so I'm going to cry myself to bed. Anyway, come to the show tomorrow. I hope you guys appreciate this episode. This is with Briley, local artist, a guy I met through Mike's performing at. He's very talented, does a lot of music. He's here with his friend, his homeboy Stetson. They both play music. They're both very passionate about what they do, and it was a pleasure to have them on. I hope you guys enjoy it. Anyway, this intro, we talk a lot about music, talk about some psychedelic things, talk about what else? Local breweries. I can't even remember. I just recorded it and I can't remember. Talked a lot of fun stuff, a lot of music, a lot of good things going on, a lot of topics went around, like the local scene here in Amarillo and just how weird our city is, and just to, it was a good time. I'm going to stop rambling. Thank you for listening. This is No Suppressor by Ugly Chulo on his album Chulo's Revenge. We talked about this dude. We talked about Shinigama. Shout out to that dude. Talked about a lot of local cats, and it was a good time. Thank you for listening. Please enjoy.
Help us, take us, and to give us. Pray the Lord He come and take us from the evil that we facing. Dreaming, thinking, working, I'm still breathing, no complaining, homie. None of my homies school facing. And told them drive through 24/7. I ain't on that proper shit, but grandma teach you as a lesson. Jump the gate, out the woods, face wolves, break them bulls. Rather have not than have stress. Empty-handed, tower tip, cage to span. Working double, ain't a trophy, fuck a man. No light a candle and a blunt. Ricky passed the whiskey, never empty with a cup. Focus fucked up, no suppressor. No suppressor, got the scope, eh. No suppressor, got the scope, eh. Lift my voice up to the heavens, got the scope, eh. No suppressor, got the scope, eh. No suppressor, got the scope, eh. No suppressor, got the scope, eh. Lift my voice up to the heavens, got the scope, eh. No suppressor, got the scope. Go around a hustler, legal in my younger, ugly when you hunger. People thinking stomach rumble.
Dude, I might switch back. Don't judge me.
Got a better ear than the other one?
Feels better in my left.
Dude, maybe so.
You going deaf in one ear?
Deaf one.
I definitely
DEFCON 3 ear. Because my ears don't work anymore.
You're right.
My left, I don't know, maybe my left ear doesn't work anymore. I played death metal for a second.
Is that a problem in like the metal community where you start going
Fuck
deaf?
yeah.
Bro, I think
Like
that,
Metallica's probably all deaf, right?
Oh, yeah.
well, I mean, they always were just really rebellious. There's always those guys at the shows like, I'm not going to fucking
If you wear,
put
like-
on the headphones.
If you have, like, in-ear monitors or, like, earplugs or something, you're fine, you know? But, like, there's been some bands that I've played in that we would practice super loud, you know, and it was just, like, did some damage on my hearing for sure, because I don't know, I just remember always coming home from practice and my ears are like ringing real heavy and shit, and like because we've been in a garage with it closed, all that sound's just trapped in there. Drum kit, bass, and guitar real loud, you know.
It takes your ears over a little bit, and
It really
kind of
does.
starts to just sound like friction.
I feel that way every time I've been to like bodegas.
Oh yeah.
I hate that place.
No, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, you go to a place and everyone just wants to party, but they're not really talking to each other or nothing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of just like, let's turn up the music as loud as possible, and let's get 17 drinks in really quickly.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
I'm kind of that way, so.
People show up like 5 minutes before last call. And like, hey, let me get 10 shots. It's a real strategy.
No, I kind of just
10 shots
I
and some
show up to
pussy.
the bar and I just like ask for 2 shots and then I go home because I feel weird at the bar most of the time.
Really?
Yeah,
At
yeah.
all the bars?
Not all the bars. It just depends on the bar. Honestly, you walk in and you feel the energy pretty much immediately. I don't know if I don't vibe with it. I kind of just like
Yeah.
I get
I mean,
all.
most of the dive bars in Amarillo are weird.
I like R&R.
R&R's
Yeah.
cool.
I feel
Yeah.
good at
Leftwoods is
R&R.
cool.
Leftwoods is cool. I just see a lot of people there, man. I see everybody there every time.
Yeah.
So if
that's
I
the
just
thing.
wanted to like go escape, it's not the place to go.
Right.
I was a regular at Leftwoods for a while, but we haven't booked a show there forever. So
yeah,
go
yeah.
back.
So you guys are doing something tomorrow night, right?
yeah, Cactus Bar.
I'm gonna come through.
Oh,
Hopefully
okay,
people
cool.
show
Right
up.
over there.
Yeah.
I was supposed to come through last time, and I said I would. I put it on Skylar's status. I was like, I'm coming tonight.
Mhm. It happens though.
I
Like
didn't go, man. I'm sorry.
it's easy to like get upset when people don't show up to things, but then people invite me to things, and I just forget.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
I'll say I'm going on Facebook, and I'll still fucking just space out.
Right. Or
Yeah,
shit
we
shit
even-
comes up, you know.
Yeah,
So
it happens to the best of us.
You even get the reminders though.
Yeah.
I get
Make you
constant
feel like
reminders.
more
I'm
of a piece of shit.
right, like, yep, not going to that.
I look down at my phone. I'm like, oh damn, dude. I even remembered about this, and I didn't save any money. But that sounds like a shitty point of view.
Yeah, happens. But
It
yeah,
does happen.
we're actually taking a break on booking shows for a little bit. Like
Really?
we'll do R&R again on the 2nd, and then we're doing 6-car, and then after that we just kind of want to like just do mics for a bit, because I feel like Amarillo, it's really easy to oversaturate with comedy. I don't know if it's as much with music, but I just feel like we're doing too much, and people are just like, oh, we'll make the next one, but there's no reason to go out.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the vibe right now.
That ends up being in every space of Amarillo as far as like creativity goes. 'cause
Right.
Everyone's creating all the time, and they're so excited to get it out. But yeah, I feel like it's kind of oversaturated at this
Sure.
moment. Man, I'm going out and I'm seeing lots of stuff and lots of talent 24/7 everywhere.
It's really cool.
But it doesn't feel like people are trying to like solidify this stuff. It feels like they're just playing
putting
the shows.
stuff out.
Yeah,
just throwing
playing
it
the
out there.
shows, and so I feel like the crowds aren't taking it well. Like they're just like, well, where's your special, or like where's your album, or
Yeah.
where is your
It's-
I don't know.
It's kind of a real issue. Like, it's less exciting
Yeah, maybe
the more
so.
you do it to people.
Yeah, because I played for this band called Age of Heresy when I was like 14. We were a death metal band, and we played like every week. And
Oh, yeah.
people liked us at one point, but I remember just over like 6 months' time, no one came anymore. They were just like, yeah,
No.
we know Age of Heresy plays Friday night. Like, we get it.
I kind of had the same experience. I was playing with Ray Wilson at Long Wooden Spoon Brewery every week, every Thursday, man, and it seemed like things kind of did die out after a while, you know. Like, we did that for quite a while, though. It was like a year or so, but it was like towards the end of it, yeah, we pretty much quit doing it just because there wasn't enough of a crowd or anything, you know.
Yeah,
It was
that
like,
that shit happens.
But we can't expect the crowd to want to come every time. I
No.
feel like we almost got to supply the show. Like, we're supposed to be entertainers at this point. And I don't know. I want to try to elevate it somehow. I don't know
Yeah.
what to do, though. It's not like I know what to do. I just wanna try.
promotions.
Yeah,
Promote your shit well.
I'm gonna try to find new ways to promote, because just throwing up a poster for comedies, people are just like, whatever.
Oh, cool.
So maybe do
Yeah,
like
you know.
maybe do like short clips, or like,
Yeah.
I don't know, make short videos.
I think that it's
That'd be
at
good.
this point, unfortunately, it's like quality. People see everything at like base value when it comes to advertisement, and they're gonna just
Yeah.
they see your commercial and they look at it for exactly what it is, because they don't care how long you took to do it.
Right.
They don't care. Like,
true.
they just see it. They're like 30 seconds. This is what you have to show. And so
Yeah.
I feel like if people start really like almost putting money into what they're passionate about, and like putting it out there, and everything of that sort, like advertising themselves almost in a way, but in a genuine fashion, instead of like trying to put on a front. Like, just be yourself and make it look good. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
I think that's what I'm going to try to go for.
I've been watching. I'm friends with professional wrestlers on Facebook, and the wrestling promos are actually like really fun to watch. And I was like, we
Yeah.
could just do that type of thing with comedy.
That would be hilarious.
Friday night,
It's going down.
for you. Those guys are so much fun to watch.
No, I heard that there was like wrestling matches going on. I don't even know where it's at, but someone told me about it, I think today. That
Oh, really?
Like local ones?
There's full out pro wrestling happening.
Oh.
Yeah, I watched it at Starlight Ranch. I was doing a margarita competition for Drunken Oyster, and there was like a wrestling match like going on in the middle. It was so exciting. Like
That's crazy.
like the first guy that came out, he was like, "I've never seen a more disgusting place than Amarillo, Texas." That was hilarious.
No, I think that we need more stuff like that. Just some craziness. I know Amarillo's already weird enough, but like,
Yeah, super weird. I was thinking that the other day, but yeah, sorry, go ahead.
nah, you're gravy.
Oh.
Gravy. I don't know, some craziness. I don't know what to bring, because like, we're just gonna turn into another Austin at that point,
Yeah.
if we just keep getting weirder.
Yes.
But if like Route 66 expanded and kind of took over the rest of the town, I think that I'd be a little bit happier with what it looks like.
Well, it's like Amarillo's like super weird, just because like Stanley Marsh was like the Batman of Amarillo. You know,
Yeah.
It's
So
like-
odd. I think growing up, I
Crazy.
had no clue about that. I was so confused.
Right.
all I knew, my sister told me that he put a kid in a chicken coop and that he sewed a man to a goat.
See, just crazy stories.
Yeah.
like
Wild shit, yeah.
So I'd be sitting there as a child just thinking there's a goat man somewhere running around
Right.
attacking people.
I don't even know. Because like,
Mr. Tumnus.
hey, we were talking about
Yeah.
Tumnus earlier.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He bought this pedal that's got Tumnus on it. That's fucking
Yeah. It's a
awesome.
Wampler Tumnus Deluxe.
Bam.
I like
Pretty
those
badass.
words. I don't know what
Yeah.
they mean, but hell yeah.
Wampler. Wait, say it again.
Wampler is the brand, and it's Tumnus Deluxe
Wampler
is the name of the guitar
I was
pedal,
trying to say all
the
three
effect
words
pedal.
together. Wampler's Tumbler
Yeah, that's
Deluxe.
a
Dude,
pretty cool
Twister.
one.
We were listening to, I can't remember, I think it was the Jordy's podcast that you guys did, and he started out, some girl was eating some chips or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
And it threw me off so hard. She was
It's
doing like,
ah.
was it ASMR?
Yeah.
She's like eating her chips right here, like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was part of my intro.
Yeah.
oh my god, that was beautiful.
It's because we were watching mukbang videos. Have you seen those on Instagram?
Absolutely not.
If you type in the hashtag mukbang, it might be pronounced mukbang, but it's people like it's basically like a video. What do you call it? A vlog of people, and they're just like they have these big ass, like the biggest lobsters I've ever seen, probably like 15 to 20 pound lobsters. And they have this big ass thing of butter, and they're just like,
Oh no.
so good. It's like oddly
That sounds
sexual.
terrible.
But it's a whole like people are making money just eating lobsters.
Oh yeah, I'm not
Well,
surprised, but
It absolutely
crazy.
is sexual.
Some weird
They're
people out there.
They're lying to themselves. That's what's happening. They're watching
Yeah.
these videos because I've seen some fucking weird ones. Did you see the Cardi B one?
No, did she go?
She killed it. That's all I could say. She had like 2 microphones, and you can just go ahead and watch that for yourself.
I
And
probably won't.
you won't. No,
I try not to watch Cardi B.
it's a good time. I don't love Cardi B, but I love Cardi B. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Okay.
I like her. I like her personality.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm at.
I like the fact that she makes it work, but I'm not gonna listen to her music. But like I'll support from afar.
What kind of music do you listen to? I've been wondering that.
Ah man, I listen to a lot. What have I been listening to lately? I've been trying to get into Chance's album. I just don't like it.
You don't like the new album?
I don't like the new album.
Oh man, you're gonna make me cry real quick.
It just feels like I'm in elementary school. I don't know.
That's
It's just
his
like-
whole thing.
It is. but
That's
it's
his
like-
whole thing. He's got like that childlike
Yeah.
happiness.
It
like-
just made me go back and listen to acid rap again.
well, that's sick.
Yeah.
He
Just
was
still
on a
my
bunch of
favorite.
drugs at that time, you know. Like
Yeah, it was a wonderful
he's
time.
he's like sober and happy now, so I gotta vibe with him there.
I forgot who else. I listen to a lot of hip hop. YB Corday, is that his name? YBN Corday. I don't know. He's a newer guy, but he
Not
just
sure.
dropped his first album same day Chance did,
Okay,
and he killed it. That dude's got sick flow.
you're gonna have to send it to me then
For
I'm-
sure.
I'm super open to some new hip hop because
yeah.
I never listened to any like a lot of underground hip hop. Most of it was like mainstream. Like I guess that's not mainstream, but it ended up being Tyler the Creator, Earl Sweatshirt.
Oh yeah. Earl was great for a while, and then he just got like deep into like depression.
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't want to hear you anymore.
yeah.
No, like I don't like shit. I don't go outside. That album,
Yeah.
dude. That I don't know. I was in that same spot whenever he came out with that album. So I think that I vibed at that point. But then he moved on to the newest one, and I can't remember. I think it's some rap songs. That's what it's called. And dude, at the end of the day, it just didn't do it for me. And I gave it a bunch of listens, and there's a couple tracks that like stay with me for sure. But man, I don't know. Like it just wasn't together, and it felt like he was trying so hard.
Honestly, his first mixtape when he was like 16 was my favorite thing he's ever done. It's just called
Just
Earl. Yeah.
With the shut the fuck up, mom.
Yeah, his wordplay was immaculate. Like he was. I thought he was the best rapper out of that
Me
whole
too.
collective.
Me too. He's whenever Woe came out that with him and Tyler, I was just like,
Yeah, shit was
Blown
wild, especially because
away.
I was like 17 when that was happening. So it was like I felt like I was a part of that.
Me
movement,
too,
'cause I
man.
was like,
Me
I'm a rebel
too.
too. I want to move out of my parents' house.
man, dude, Odd Future was something else though because it felt like there's a lot of different groups of kids coming together and listening to like weird hip hop music.
Yeah, and I liked Haji Beats for a while too. I don't know if he's still making music, but I like that guy, Mellow Hype.
Yeah, dude, I listened to Mellow High. I didn't
Mellow
listen to
Hype's
Mellow
cool,
High.
too.
There was like Cold World with Tyler and Earl Sweatshirt on that Mellow High album. That I go back to that all the time.
Fuck yeah! And then have you listened to the Internet?
I don't think so. What
It's,
is it? Like Childish
Sid.
Gambino?
No, it's the outfit from Odd Future. It's like a band,
Oh,
and Sid is the lead singer.
dude, no, I had no idea.
They're awesome.
That's
They're
crazy.
my favorite now. I've been listening to a lot of them.
That's crazy. I didn't know about that at all. I should have.
They go hard for sure.
How do you feel about Tyler's new stuff? Like, if you were an early Tyler fan, early Odd Future. how do you
Yeah,
feel?
I mean, I like seeing his growth. It's a huge transition.
yeah,
But I like all of it. I really do. Like I feel like I've grown with him. So
That's me too. I felt like when I was younger, I was kind of ignorant, but I think
Yeah.
we all were. But he was really open about it on his albums,
Yeah.
and he talked about everything, and he was just so shock value. He was really just trying to get a rise out of everyone.
yeah,
at every,
with the satanic imagery
yeah,
and everything.
Yeah. I think he knew that, and everyone else knew that, but it was just really like upfront. But I don't know, him moving on and like deciding to write his own music and arrange his own music and perform like basically jazz, soul shit. I don't even know how to describe it anymore.
I like this new album. It doesn't have the same replay value to me as Flower Boy did,
Nah,
because I still love Flower Boy.
The only
It's
thing
probably my favorite.
what's that?
I said Scumfuck Flower Boy is probably like my favorite album from him.
I get that's the actual name, huh?
Yeah.
Damn, I always forget.
I usually just say Flower Boy.
Same. I don't know how to reference it at this point. I'm just that one that has Jaden Smith on it for some reason. The Pothole. That's a good song though. No, but something about the new album. I think that it was all personal for me. But he's gonna start releasing new shit, and when he does, it's gonna be 10 times better. Wait 2 more years, we're gonna get another Flower Boy. But then he arranged and produced this whole album instead of it being features on features and like other producers making the beats for him or mixing it for him, whatever. You know.
But no, I liked his older music. I don't think it would be the same if he was 28, living in a mansion, still rapping about the same shit. So I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. He has to grow at a certain point.
Yeah, like Chance can't keep making acid songs, even though I want him to.
Right.
I don't know. I dive into Chance's lyrics like super quick. That's my favorite part about him. He's like a poet.
Yeah,
For sure.
I think I definitely need to go back and listen to it again. The beats just weren't catching me.
Did you listen to Hot Shower?
I don't think so. I listened to like the first 4 or 5 songs, and I was just like, I'm gonna listen to something else.
Oh my god, dude! Hot Shower is where it was at. No, it's I feel like it almost sounds like he mixed mumble rap and old school hip hop in one song, as like a fuck you to anyone who's been hating on modern hip hop. And I that could be me just talking, by the way, but I kind of felt that way because it sounds very like cruising around in my 6'4", but it's got a flow like 2000.
Oh, that's
20,
badass. It's called Hot Shower.
Hot Shower, yeah.
I'll look that up.
It's sick, man. I would play it, but I think that would be weird. I almost brought my guitar. I was like, I don't know if anybody
should have.
I didn't think about it. Well, no, I did think about it.
I've had people play on here before.
Really? See, I was wondering that. Yeah.
My second episode, it was complete trash, but my friend's band played at the very end. They played like 3 songs.
Man, yeah. Next time we ever come back through, we'll do that.
Right.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. We've been doing a whole lot of just experimenting with sounds and figuring out what's going to make people move, really. That's the goal with the new music, is making people move.
What's what genre? You're in 2 bands, right?
Yeah.
So what do you categorize those?
Well,
as?
I play guitar for the Crumble Leaf, and that's a band that's been kind of a part of Amarillo for a while.
Yeah, it's a really familiar name. I don't know if I've heard them.
Well, I joined later on, and I've been a part of them for about 3 years now. And I guess it's like progressive metal or experimental rock. I don't know. It gets real weird at times.
Hell yeah.
And then what we're trying to do right now, or what the solo thing's supposed to be, is like R&B and soul. And just lots of, I don't know how to describe it, man. Like along the lines of like Frank Ocean or Sinatra or like... I'm not going to compare myself to those people, by the way, but what I would like to try,
that's the goal, yeah.
Things that I would like to try and sound like, or be as good as, or successful as, whichever. But
I love Frank Sinatra lyrics.
Yeah,
like it was so simple back in the day. Like I've got a cat, he wears a hat.
Dude, that was so true. But it's okay that I think that like at that point it like made people cling on to it so quick because they're like, I've got a cat.
Yeah, I feel that. You know,
have
like
a cat, man. Like,
and he is a fuck sometimes. You know, like he does wear my
simple
hats.
issues coming into play, and then like they're just thinking about that. Like, man, that cat song was fire.
Yeah,
and I feel that, man. Whiskers pisses me off sometimes. Yeah, and you get there. No, but dude, Sinatra was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Just on that note. I like a lot of like early Motown and soul music.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
And like what's her name? I can't even remember. This is all kind of new for me because I listened to metal forever. It was always lots of death metal and guitar music, basically stuff that's fun for guitarists to listen to.
You're just now getting into Motown?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, my mom listened to Ray Charles when I was a kid, and she played like
dope.
You Don't Know Me, and like she had this compilation album at some sort, and I heard like Aretha Franklin and all those goods at one point.
Al Green's probably one of my top.
Al Green, dude.
Forever.
100%. See, I want to try and bring that back if I can help it, because we've got people like Leon Bridges.
Oh, the guy's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. And I think at first he was trying to be like 1960s, and now he's just being Leon Bridges.
Yeah, no, he's added more pop to it because he said, I think he said in an interview or something, like he would look out in the crowd and it would just be older white people.
He wasn't feeling that, man. Yeah. That wasn't the crowd he was going for.
I need to get my people involved.
That is great, dude. Man,
but I understand. I mean, I still love it. I still love
me too.
That vibe.
It just you could definitely tell, like, that first album, he was like, I'm going to write an old album. Instead of it just being like, I want to write some good songs. Because he came out with a new album that has Beyond on it.
Yeah, I like
single.
that album a lot.
And
They're both different, but I like both of them equally.
Me too. I don't know. I feel hard for artists like that because they really put themselves out there. They tell everybody everything. You know what I mean?
sure.
And there's something about that's crazy to me.
And they say it in a poetic way.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I don't know. Yeah, yeah, it really is beautiful though.
Yeah.
Sorry, it made me laugh, but dude,
Fuck you too.
you knew what I meant. I don't know. Like they're just like courageous people, I guess, and that's something that I want to be for sure.
Definitely.
Or try to be.
Yeah.
I aspire to just being like that guy that's trying to do the things he wants to do
Yeah.
instead of being scared to do it.
I believe that 100%.
Yes.
Especially with this cancel culture out here. That's a good thing about my podcast. Is like if anyone ever tries to like say, "Oh, you did this back in the day," I can be like, "Yeah," and I recorded talking about it like in 2017. So I don't know.
You're like, well, if you'd like to know how I feel about the situation, you can just refer to my podcast.
Right.
Podcast number 37 talks about
Exactly.
everything I feel. That's funny.
Just feel like that's the strategy, especially if you're doing something like comedy, because people are gonna try to bring you down if you say some controversial shit.
Do they really do that? Like, I've wondered, like, I've heard my own stuff about, like, you know what happened with Kevin Hart this last year?
Yeah.
I can't remember what, it was a transgender thing.
Yeah, they
correct?
pulled up old jokes, and one of his tweets was like, if my son ever came out as gay, I'd like break a toy house over his head or something like that.
Oh, shit.
Like, obviously, he's not really gonna abuse his son,
No.
and it's also like a tweet from 2004.
Right.
So it's like you're not gonna allow people to grow and change their minds.
Yes.
No,
yes.
we're never
okay.
gonna forgive you for something you said over a decade ago.
There we go. Yeah, I'm about that, man. I really am. But the people that were giving him lots of struggle for it didn't really make sense to me.
I think
He's
it's
like,
all it's all social media. I don't think people are really outraged. It's just like I got to get some retweets. I need attention. I'm gonna jump on this train
every time. I don't know. Can you really blame people? Like, I feel like people just want to connect with each other, and they will connect over anything, even if it's
Especially
at the downfall
negativity.
of someone else. Like,
Definitely. There was a lady. Did you ever listen to XXX Tentacion?
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I never dove deep, but I know him. Yeah.
I listened to a lot of his stuff. He's got some good music, but someone made a joke. A lady made a joke that about the day he got murdered. I don't know if you know about it, but
He got shot at.
Yeah, he like went to buy a car and they robbed him and shot him.
Right.
And they stole $50,000 from him. And she was like, I don't know about you guys, but that kind of just shouldn't that be like a commercial for Venmo? Because I don't.
Shit.
Because as soon as I saw that, I was like, I need to download Venmo. And people were so mad at her for that. Like
Well-
she had to like remove the joke. Comedy Central removed the joke. She apologized. And I was just like,
No, dude, that's your job.
Yeah,
in a
don't-
way.
Yeah.
It's
she lost the battle and she apologized.
damn.
If you don't like it, go fuck yourself. that would be my follow up tweet.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know how I would feel in that situation because I have moments where I feel like I speak kind of instantly. I don't think enough about what I'm gonna say,
Same.
and so it comes out, and I'm like, well, maybe I should have thought about that a little harder instead of making people think that's exactly how I feel.
But that's the risk you got to take when you're being courageous.
yeah, absolutely.
You got to be ready to fail, you know, like if you do go out, you know, like shit happens, you know. I don't know.
excellent.
If you're going to show all of yourself, then you're going to show, you know, everything you think, you know, everybody's going to see it and everybody's going to analyze it. That's what's crazy.
Dude, I was talking to fucking Titus the other day, and he was talking about how people have like reputations, and we forget about these reputations, and the reputations whether you want them or not. And people are gonna talk about you whether it's positive or negative, but you can like decide to shape that into something instead of letting people speak about you, you know, and be like, that's what I'm trying to do at this point. I think like going out and showing people like, hey, no,
Like, this is who I am. This is what I'm about.
yeah.
Don't worry about what people are saying, you know.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I think, like, I had my problems 5 or 6 years ago. I think there was a lot of people that didn't like me because of it. And that's cool with me because, I don't know, if they're not open to the change, maybe they're not supposed to be surrounding me anyways.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
You have to be like stupid and arrogant before you like realize, you know, the error of your ways sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I definitely was. I was really outspoken about shit I didn't know anything about.
Yeah.
And then I had to grow up a little bit and be like, oh, I I still don't understand.
You're right.
No, there's like a certain point. I think whenever I was 17, I probably hit that for a second where I was like, damn, I really know what's going on now.
Yeah, I got this shit figured out, but no.
And then you like plummet.
Right.
Not even.
And everything falls apart, and you're like, oh,
woe is me. I'm no longer 16.
yeah.
Shit happens. What music are you guys listening to?
Fuck, dude. That's a long question. Are you sure you want the answer?
Just okay. I'll ask a more specific question.
No, I'm just kidding.
You wake up in the morning, play some music. As soon as you wake up, what song you play?
Dude, lately it's been "Am I Blue" by Ray Charles.
All right.
It's just I've been hitting that every morning. I don't know why. Something about that just makes me feel so good.
Yeah.
Dude, Ray went through everything, and so I think when you listen to his music, you just know. You're like, "Yep, I feel you, Ray." Every time, like.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about you? I'm curious about that.
Well,
Sorry,
okay,
he
let
didn't
him
answer.
answer,
He didn't
man.
answer his question.
Bring-
Bring
I
your
didn't get
friend
the
on
answer
and
yet.
ignore him.
I'm sorry. I'm getting drunk here, man.
Oh, you're good. Oh, lately, man, I've really been on the Wolfpack thing. You know, I've been jamming that a lot. That and Fearless Flyers. Like, that's been my shit. Like, that gets me going in the morning. You know, if I listen to that, I kind of get, you know, in a good mood. Yeah, vibe out to that shit and gets me going. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
That or like sometimes I'll wake up and I'll be like, I'll try to look for some like really pretty like neo soul guitar. You know, like I like to listen to that in the morning too. Sometimes that gets me in a good mood. You know, not like less of a pumped kind of feeling. You know, ready for the day, but just like, you know, feeling it. You know, the emotion that's put into the playing. So I don't know. There's a few people I follow on Instagram and shit, like Magnus Kraus, and that guy. He's pretty badass. He's I believe he's German, but anyways, I don't know. That's what I've been into lately. Like that's what I'll bump in the morning, I guess.
Dope, dude. I don't even know. I don't know the names anymore.
Yeah,
at this point.
honestly, there's another dude. I can't. I don't even know how to pronounce his name though. He's this Asian dude, and I love what he plays, man. Like, and you know, like occasionally they'll post videos of them playing with like, you know, bands and stuff, but a lot of times it's just like solo stuff. You know, they're just by themselves playing, and like they'll do some really pretty stuff. And it's just like, I don't know. I definitely like. I heard that and I was like, okay, I want to make some music like that. You know what I mean? It really inspired me. Like when I first like kind of came across that genre of guitarist. You know,
The guitarists that were honestly like playing clean and
just like really pretty and like, you know, somewhat jazzy, I guess you could say too.
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
it's just, I don't know, it's something else, you know.
I understand that. I think my first exposure to that was probably Chon and bands like that.
Yeah,
at that
Chon's
point,
great.
showing me that bands could play clean and still be fast and like
And like
make
technical
sense
and like still be and be pretty. I loved that about Chon is like, it's like
Sean.
Yeah, Chon. But
Are you saying Chon?
Chon, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I said Sean a second ago though, like it slipped.
Sean.
But
John.
anyway, yeah, man. I don't know. When I first found them, yeah, it was awesome because it was the technicality of like some metal, and it, you know, was real pretty though. You know, it was like major scales and jazz scales and stuff, and you know, real smooth almost, but fast. You know.
Awesome.
Stuff you could still vibe to.
Oh,
yeah.
I like that. I'm gonna.
Am I coming at this the right way? Right here.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to
Perfect.
go back and listen to this podcast so I can get those names again because I didn't know any of those people. But
Hey, that's
I'll
where
find
I'm
them.
at whenever
I'll
I
find them
talk to
on
Stetson.
Spotify.
He's always got something new for me every single time.
oh yeah,
I
that's
try
cool.
to keep those people around that are always like, "Hey, check this out. Check this out. Check this out." That's my favorite. I think that's kind of how I operate, though. But that gets annoying at a certain point. Like everybody that knows me well enough knows that I've probably sent you, like a playlist of some sort. And I don't know if people actually appreciate those things, but I'm always like, "Oh man, he'd love this song. He'd
Right.
love this song. Yep, that's a jam." And I'll throw like 40 songs on something and
Oh, yeah.
just send it over. So I want people to do
Playlists
that
are
for
fun.
me. You can send me playlists.
I'll send you playlists.
Will you?
I got you. Yeah.
Will you like name them?
Yeah.
And
It's
put-
gonna be super random
Is
things.
it gonna be cute? Like
Mhm.
this is for Briley.
It's gonna be called waffle burgers.
Waffle burgers. That's not
Yeah.
cute, man.
It's not.
Nah.
I think They're pretty cute. Like mini waffle burgers.
Dude, okay, call it mini waffle burgers or mini corn dog. Those are pretty cute.
Yeah, but those are already taken.
They're already taken. Mini corn dog is the name of a playlist.
Probably.
Okay, I haven't been searching for it, so I
You go
wouldn't
to
know at this point.
Corn Dog 7. They have that playlist already.
I've
Yeah.
never
place still
been there.
exist?
I've never even been there.
Dude, I haven't been to the mall in like
Oh,
5 years at least, so I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what's going on there. Last time I went there, they had like a Philly steak place.
Oh, it's good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
fire, dude.
I feel like the mall's going to be out of business within the next decade.
Really? No,
Yeah.
I mean everyone's Amazoning at
Exactly.
this point.
Yeah,
Like,
it's going to be crazy.
and 2-day shipping. Like, why would you go to the mall?
I think it's going to become a super mega church.
Don't say
my
that.
theory.
You
fuck.
just threw that
That's
out there,
enough.
man. And now it's
Just
gonna
what we need here.
be Trinity Fellowship 2
Another- Yeah.
coming
It's
2020.
going to have a helipad on the top. It's going to be cool.
No, absolutely not. Fuck that. And the pastor flies down every
yeah.
single time before he
on a-
performs.
On
Yeah.
wires.
He flies in
Blessing
through the
people
roof
from the air.
with wings.
Dripping
Sorry.
holy water.
Oh man, is that confrontational? It's okay.
Wings.
Yeah, wings.
A little bit, yeah.
Sorry,
Now say, those are the
I was-
wings of Satan.
I was flapping wings in here,
It's
and
okay. I mean, the dogs aren't in here, so they won't bark at you.
Right.
I want to see them
They'll be around.
come through.
I don't know. They might be asleep.
What are their names?
There's Sebastian. There's Gretchen. Sadie. And Boots.
Dude, are they all corgis?
No, one of them's like a Australian Shepherd.
Okay,
But like
Oh.
he doesn't have a neck. So he's like,
Oh really? Yeah.
he's all.
and he
body.
shakes his ass.
Oh yeah, they
when he
do.
gets excited.
We all shake our ass.
I don't enough.
You don't
Yeah.
shake your ass enough.
No.
You don't get excited enough, man.
Too.
Come on.
I think I need to do yoga.
Get pumped.
It's just my body's like too stiff sometimes. You know,
I gotcha.
No,
I don't flow enough.
you just gotta wake up in the morning and twerk. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Probably
saying?
it, honestly.
Yeah, you're not twerking enough.
Not at all.
Because if you're at the club and you're not twerking, you're not working. I'm sorry.
Like that.
I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm like just throwing out little.
You should twerk while you play.
Yeah,
music.
I don't think that I
Hey,
could.
There's an idea.
I try
though.
to like actually have some moves whenever we play, and I end up just stiff as a rock. To be honest with you, but we'll get there.
That's cool.
We'll get there. That's
No,
cool.
I could see it, man. Like me and Jake would hold it down. You know, I'd play a nice groove on the bass, and you could just like set the guitar down and get up there. You know, and just
Twerk it out,
get
no.
into it. You know.
No, I had to get exotic.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
play some Egyptian stuff.
It's cool to see like
Interpretive
the
dance, bro.
how different guitarists like go up there and vibe while they're playing. It's always fun to see.
Man, it
Yeah.
depends on the music 100% too. Like, because I know that whenever we play death metal, I got angry up there, man, and it was fun every single time. And a lot of times we get hurt being down there, but like I've got injuries still from when I was like 15, and I would just not wear steel-toed boots. Like my toes are messed up.
What were you doing with your toes?
They were getting stomped on from like mosh pits and stuff. Because people
Oh,
are just
shit.
walking around stomping with like steel-toed boots
And
and
shit. Yeah.
Mosh
Yeah.
pits get aggressive.
Yeah.
They really don't though. It's funny because like they only go so far, but it's people are stomping around, and you're gonna
Yeah.
you're gonna get your toes hurt. That's about it. Like that's the
good.
only injury I ever got.
I've seen some.
I've
crazy
seen
ones
some
on
pretty rough
YouTube.
ones.
Never seen.
I've
them.
seen some pretty crazy ones in life, like people getting kicked in the face and shit, like
Man.
coming
Yeah.
out just blood pouring down their face. I was like, "Fuck that!
Maybe
I'm not
people
about
just don't
that."
target
And they're,
me. I
and
don't
they're
know.
happy about it, right? Like they're not even upset.
Yeah,
They're like, "Yeah,
yeah.
fucking got kicked in the face. Hell yeah!"
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. You're gonna be a little loopy after something like that. So,
Got some brain damage.
did I win? Did I win the mosh?
Dude, I remember this kid, my homie David Blue. He would laugh at that if you heard that.
Is he a child?
No, I think he's older than me. Actually, that's the funny part is he's older than I am. I remember we were at it was like a local hardcore show, and this band called Far From Nothing was playing, and one of my bands, Counteract, played, and it was just kind of getting rowdy. And
Say counteract played
Counteract, yeah. It was like a
like at the same time.
no. Just like
Sorry, I don't know what counteract means.
oh, it was the band that I was in at the time.
Oh shit. Okay, I thought when you said counteract, I was like they went against the other band.
to counteract each other. No. But this dude David basically got roundhouse kicked, like full out. It wasn't just
Good form and everything.
yeah. It was everyone was like, "Whoa, are
Well
you
trained.
okay?" By the end of it, no. I remember just seeing it from the corner because like it was right before a breakdown. It was like dun 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 dun. Buh! Literally like quiet. Everyone heard it.
The one day he forgets his headgear.
No, I don't think anybody was prepared for that. Like, definitely not that prepared.
Have you ever witnessed like someone knock the shit out of someone in a mosh pit and be like sorry, like sympathetic, be like, oh,
Yes.
was that guy like sorry about it?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
okay.
metalheads are like kind of nice most of the time.
It seems that
No,
way.
they'll like knock each other over, and you'll see this connection happen where they're like, "I got you, bud.
Right.
Good fucking push, bro.
Yeah, good push, bro. Yeah, thanks, man.
Nice kick.
Nice kick." No, dude, the hardcore pits get kind of crazy though. I was
Yeah.
only like pitting whenever I was listening to like traditional death metal and stuff. That's-
I've never heard the term traditional.
Traditional,
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
right.
man,
It was folk death. It was all acoustic.
that's funny as shit. No, that's not what I meant. I think that
Turtle
I
is
just
progressive
I
death
listened
metal.
to like 15 different kinds of death metal at one point, and so whenever you surround yourself with that stuff, you just start assuming that everyone thinks that way. I guess.
It's hard because there's like a million subgenres.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It's all like traditional. When I refer to traditional death metal, I think of like Dying Fetus and Suffocation.
I like the name Dying Fetus.
Oh man,
Yeah.
yeah. They are exactly what you think they are.
When I was in high school, I was just looking at random albums at Hastings, and I ran into Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah, yeah.
Their artwork is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's not for everybody.
Right.
Insane.
Because I just remember like, I don't know, some people really just dig that shit. It's like, damn, that's gross as fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
But I was like super like interested in it because I would like look at all the albums. I mean, I couldn't get into the music for more than 30 seconds, but you know,
I think it takes
still really cool.
it
Really
takes,
cool to
like,
see.
I think it like takes introduction, dude. Because I think I was 11 or 12 when I heard like a Slipknot song. That's
Oh, yeah.
probably what introduced me to screaming. 'Cause I
Yeah.
heard Psychosocial. I'm pretty sure is what it was.
Yeah.
And I remember just being like, I don't like that part, but I like when he sings, so I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
listening to this band. And then eventually,
See-
I liked the screaming.
I feel that. No, that was the same
For me-
like with System of a Down.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
When they would
System
scream,
of a
I'd be
Down.
like, I don't like that part. And, then- and I would like skip that part or just skip to the next song after.
I don't blame you.
And then eventually I got into it.
It was at first you're like, this is aggressive, and I don't
Yeah.
feel good. Like, System of a Down's so fun though.
They're
Oh,
really
yeah.
good.
I remember being a kid and listening to what was it, Bounce or Pogo.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Fucking weird song, dude.
Yeah, they had a few ones that were pretty crazy, like Sugar.
Yeah,
Sugar was
Yeah.
good. Sugar!
Everything was weird, and dude,
Dun, dun.
you can
Dun,
capitalize
dun,
on that. I guess
dun, dun.
I'm figuring that out now. You can make
Just
money
being unique.
on being so odd.
Yeah.
Well, look at like Primus, dude. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, that was a perfect example. I was talking to my girlfriend the other day, and she was like, you know, I've like after listening to all this music, I figured out we can write whatever the fuck lyrics you want if you're just a good enough bass player. It'll be fine. Like, people will love it.
The whole thing with him trying out for Metallica.
That's
always
crazy. Yeah,
threw
that's
me off.
funny.
They said that he just was like, I guess Les Claypool like tried out for Primus, and they were
Yeah.
just like, yeah, you're just this just isn't gonna work. I don't
Yeah,
think.
like okay, so I've watched like some interviews about that, you know, and like he says they were all super cool, you know, and they were like, "Oh man, you're great, but I just don't think this is the right fit for us," kind of thing, you know. And he says he was like, "I did terrible. It was fucking bad." Like,
no, yeah,
Yeah.
He thought that he like did not do anything.
Yeah.
for them. I think that he's just weird. Do you have you ever listened to Les Claypool or like Primus
I
before?
have not.
He was just a weirdo.
bizarre stuff, man.
He was a weirdo. Lots of like slap bass, and it sounded funky.
Tapping and
Is there
like
anything you
really
would
crazy rhythms.
Compare it to?
No,
I'll just have to look it up.
no,
Yeah.
like listen to Tommy was it something race car driver?
Oh, Jerry was a race car driver.
Yeah, by Primus, and then
That's an old one, but I mean everybody knows that one. Like, I don't know that anybody that
so.
knows them, like,
Yes.
they know that song.
And
It
there's
was-
a cool thing about Primus is they always like all their fans just say Primus sucks. And
Yeah,
then
that was the old motto
I should
of
have
the
said
band.
that to you, and then he wouldn't have understood, and it would have been way better.
Yeah, yeah.
To be honest,
That's funny. So that's just kind of like an inside joke they have.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's funny.
They're weird guys, man.
It's really bizarre, honestly. Like, I didn't like it at first when I first like heard Primus. Like, it took me a little bit to like warm up to it, and more so when I started like trying to learn how to play what he was doing. You know what I mean? Because it sounds so different. You know, it's just like just fucking weird, man. Like out of a like bad trip or something. You know, music.
Yeah.
And I don't know. One of them that I really like that's like more recent, he did a whole album of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
That sounds
He like
badass.
redid the soundtrack and did it real like crazy, you know.
Really?
The soundtrack's already insane.
Is that
what is
like
it?
Like the original or like the
Like, well, yeah, either one, I guess, you know. I mean, it's just the music off of the movies, you know. I haven't watched it. Like, some people have synced it up and stuff, but I haven't actually seen a good video of that. But
really?
Like, Pure Imagination, that one I remember was pretty trippy. Yeah, like they made it real like creepy, like it almost sounds like the old like Psycho Killer thing, the dun 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 dun. Like
I honestly don't remember if the reboot had that song
but-
in it. It probably did.
what's the other one? Candyman. The Candyman's probably my favorite.
Sorry.
Like the Candyman's pretty great, and it's got a nice claymation that's something he does with a lot of his videos. Is he does a mix of like claymation and animation, you know, just digitally done. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah,
I like that.
You got to check that out.
People are too talented, dude.
I'm down for that.
He's been doing it forever too, though. Like he was doing that back in the '90s, the claymation stuff. Like some of the videos he has from back then, you know.
Well, it just really blows my mind. Especially claymation, like that. The amount
To
of
stop
discipline-
and like
Stop motion stuff.
move it,
Yeah.
just like that much, and then a little more, and then a little more, and like every frame, you know, like that would fucking
We did
take forever.
audio video. I did an audio video class in high school, and we had to do a stop motion video, and it was only like 30 seconds. And I was like, I fucking hate. I don't want to.
Right.
Well, how long did you spend?
Right? How
on
long did
just
it take to make 30 seconds?
It took
Several
a while.
hours.
Yeah, it took some time. I don't even remember now. But I was also like, I also didn't give a shit about that class, so that didn't help.
Oh my god.
Right, no motivation. Yeah.
No, right, no motivation. You just gave him that just now. That's too bad. You were a shithead. You poor guy. I'm just kidding.
No.
Dude, I like all your stickers back here. I can't stop looking
Thanks,
at
man.
them.
I put an Apple sticker over my Dell logo.
You know,
That's how I fucking party.
I'm not gonna lie to you right now. I thought you were rocking a MacBook.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the impression I give off.
yeah. Hey, what's up, y'all?
That's why I drink with my pinky out.
Yeah, check this out. Waka waka.
I don't even drink alcohol. I just swish it and spit it.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm that
Just
high
taste
class. Do that with the whole 30 pack.
No, I've been trying the whole whiskey thing. You know, here's the specific ways to drink whiskey.
What is
Yeah.
that?
Oh man,
Like an old fashioned and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah.
no,
Old
like
fashions are delicious.
I'm not even gonna be able to describe this properly. Do you know the proper way to drink whiskey, or the way that I'm trying to describe?
It's
I'm
up
not
your
sure.
ass, right?
Up my ass? No, you
Boof
can't.
it.
You can't butt chug whiskey, man. Nobody should do that. I've
butt chug a
seen.
shot.
Yeah, no, it's. We've been around for it. Like I remember one guy actually trying Fireball up his ass.
Oh, that's.
I think
I
most
don't
of it
even
just.
like it the regular way, man.
I think most of it just spilled all over his back.
Did he
But
just
That's
die
terrible.
immediately?
I don't remember. We were all not even that impressed. We were he just.
Like, who invited this guy?
I'm
man?
gonna take a shot of Fireball up my ass. Everyone, check it out. And we were all just kind of. There's like 4 of us or something. And we're just like, all right, dude. You know,
Gonna go viral.
yeah, I don't know, dude. There was one video.
I shoved a
That,
quesadilla up there once.
dude, I took a video once that went viral and it got 3.4 million views
Wow.
on fucking Fail Army.
Really?
Yes. Did you not know about that at all?
I don't think so.
So Josh Klaus, I'm sure this is fine to talk about because it was everywhere. But Josh Klaus and this girl Atlanta, we were all at a party together, and I pulled out my phone. She's like, "I'm gonna punch you in the face," and she did.
And punched John?
She punched Josh in the face.
Josh, yeah.
And Josh, dude, he reacted so badly. It was
I
hilarious.
saw that. Yeah,
Basically,
I've seen that
He got
one.
knocked out and he hit his head on the wall. And I sent it to Fail Army, and they gave me $50, and it got
Nice.
fucking 3.4 million views on their Facebook page. And
Yeah,
people were,
I actually have seen that video.
Really?
Like,
Is
yeah,
there really?
Do you
They-
know the title of it? Like,
man,
their
it was in 2016. I tried to find it
like
recently.
girl knocks dude out or some shit like
it's,
that.
It's like girl knocks
Real
guy
ge-
out.
real
I think this
generic.
is long hair. Like girl knocks long haired guy out or something like
Nice.
that. It's too bad we're not on video. And we could like pull that
I
up
know,
right
right?
now.
I need to get an assistant.
I'll be your assistant.
Right.
Cool.
I'll come over here and press buttons for you, yo.
No, I'm gonna go back to an apartment soon,
Yeah,
so I'll have a better setup.
sounds good.
So it's my temporary dwelling.
That's fine.
Yeah, but it's fun, saving money.
Yeah, save all of the money that you possibly can.
That's the goal now.
Yes.
I don't know what the fuck I've been doing the last 10 years.
Same.
Yeah.
Man, it's like we're just like, oh, cool, I got paid.
Oh,
Let's
look,
get it.
I'm gonna buy that. Yeah.
I have
look,
this
something else.
much money. Let's use all of it right now.
I bet I could get by on like $5 a day. Fuck. If
A
I
lot of the
really
time,
tried, you know.
I'll look at it for the month and I'll be like, you know what? $63 is gonna work.
I can make this happen.
Should be fine. That's plenty of gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had a car.
Oh man.
You like the Longhorns, or is that from here?
Oh, it's for me. I mean, I do like Longhorns, but I can't really claim teams anymore because once I started doing comedy, I just stopped giving a fuck about like sports.
You can't even represent anything if you're a comedian because you got to make fun of everything.
That's true. But also talking about sports is kind of like hacky.
It is.
You're like,
Oh, yeah.
Dallas Cowboys.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I don't want to do that shit.
No, I like your comedy. I feel like it's almost personal, but you like generalize everything, and it's good.
It's a good way to put it.
I like really. I listen in depth whenever I'm listening to your jokes. I feel like a lot of people when they're doing, they're listening to comedy. I think I told you about this a little bit the other night. They just tune out because they don't want to fucking listen. They're like, music is easy to take in. You don't really have to focus.
Yeah.
And with
Yeah.
comedy, if you want to laugh, you have to like listen to what someone's saying.
Yeah, you
And
gotta
get
catch it.
every part of it. But people are like so caught up in their own stuff. They're like, whatever, comedian. But so I think that's cool. Like whenever you actually even get 4 or 5 people out of the crowd laughing,
absolutely.
that means one part of your sentence was hilarious. And if you can make somebody laugh with 4 words, you're doing something.
Three is great to me.
3 words?
Yeah. No, 3 people. But 3 words
okay.
would be cool too. No.
No, I try not to give you pity laughs though.
That's good.
Because like if
Appreciate that.
I don't think it's funny, I won't laugh.
Oh yeah.
But you are funny, so it's okay.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it was that time you saw me. I was doing all new stuff.
It was
Except
good.
I
Was that
closed
R&R?
with some older jokes. No, it's as at the 806 last week.
Okay.
But yeah, R&R wasn't. That was better material.
Man, I liked
That's
both.
that's the only time I've actually seen you perform, but I enjoyed it, man. Like,
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
the crowd was actually really good and responsive. I was kind of worried because I was going up later than I was supposed to,
yeah,
and a lot of people were at the bar. I was like, oh, they're just gonna tune me out.
Yeah.
They're just gonna try to talk over me.
man. I don't know. When I went up there, it was later in the night, you know, and I performed, and like some people were kind of paying attention, and then I played a cover, and like everybody knew the song, so it was like that kind of got everybody's attention a little more, and then I only did like one more song, and then I was done. But I don't know. That was a good night.
Yeah,
For
it was,
me.
it was a lot of fun.
I want to do it more often. I just what's
I
his
thought they
name?
just did one.
Yeah, they did.
I was there, man.
I didn't go this time.
I was trying to perform,
stuff going on.
and then they shut down early. I don't know what happened.
Oh, really?
But I went there, and like we saw some good guys though. This guy named Lane. Man, I'm gonna say his last name wrong, so I'm just gonna call him Lane. He's an acoustic artist, and he's a really cool guy, and he did really well. And then I caught 2 other guys. Dave Regal.
Oh,
I
yeah.
caught that guy. Super cool.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy.
And like I don't know, I caught on his music a lot. But overall, I hope that they can do that more often and try to actually bring people in, man. Like we got to do more than putting up the flyer. Like I think that if we want to have fun, like people are doing this as a hobby most of the time, and some of these
Yeah.
people are taking it really seriously.
Right.
And it's like they're there together, and it's not meshing well because people are trying really hard, and some people are not trying really hard.
Oh, I see.
But I want to.
I mean, that's the same with comedy.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, yeah. Well, isn't that frustrating though? Whenever you're just like, that's almost a weird standpoint to have, but I try to be open about it. Like if I'm working really hard, and people are just doing it, I see the difference there. I see
Absolutely.
that there's love and passion in one, and then there's love and passion and drive in the other.
yeah.
And what? Sorry, I want to make sure I finish that off on the right note before I go forward. But as far as that scene goes, and people throwing shows and promoting things, if I want people to try, I want to try and help if I can. See what we can't do all together. Like get 10 or 15 people together,
Yeah.
and figure out like, hey, let's set up this show this month. And 6 months down the line, let's set up that show and let's promote the absolute shit out of it.
Yeah.
And get radio time and talk to the city. Let's let
Yeah.
the city know what we're doing for once. You know, like whether or not we agree with them, maybe we can get support there, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And convince people who are higher up to take it into consideration.
Doesn't hurt to take a risk.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely nervous about it. Nervous about like trying to push that forward, but I would love to have some other people to go at it with me. Like, let's all.
Yeah, definitely. And it's hard to get 10 or 15 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the comedians right now. There's probably about 15 guys in Amarillo, but like a handful of them are like actual dedicated in writing and wanting to push further, and the rest, no insult to them, but they just, it's more of a hobby. They don't want to try that hard. They don't want to show up all the time.
Exactly.
And it's hard to do, especially in a town like this where it feels like me and Skylar Potter and maybe like, just pretty much us two are pretty much putting everything together the best that we can, and then sometimes we don't even get the support from the comedians, so it's like,
that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're doing what I'm doing. We're putting these shows on together, and I feel like people get really lost in their own thoughts with that stuff. They're like, well, he didn't come to my show, and they don't think about the work. They don't think about what's actually going on in the other person's life. It's really just like a narcissistic moment where you say, he didn't come to my show, and so now I'm upset with him because of that.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
sure.
It
I
can't
get
be
over
that,
it, though.
It
Like,
cannot be that way, man. We've got to be super open.
I mean, everybody's got a life. Yeah, like,
you can't make it to everyone's show.
I really try.
Yeah.
Dude, like, I live down the street from R&R in Leftwoods now. And so every time I see something happening, I'm like, okay, I can probably go. I can just walk up there,
Right.
I don't have a problem because I don't like, going out of my way to be like, hey, man, like, we need to all go to this show tonight. I don't know. I just like going.
Yeah.
But it seems like the 806 has some fun stuff happening. I wasn't ever a part of it 5 years ago.
The open mic is dope. You should definitely keep going. Keep
Okay.
hitting that one.
That was crazy. Honestly, I was so nervous, man.
They get real supportive there.
I saw that. Like,
it's probably the best place to do stand up here in Amarillo.
did you feel good about your set afterwards? I didn't ask you that.
I didn't feel bad about it. It felt like a decent set.
It was good. So don't feel bad about it.
Thank you.
I'll give you 100% like honesty there. It was good.
Appreciate it.
I feel like I don't know, man. Be louder.
Yeah.
Feel like I'm Matt. Laugh at me.
Oh yeah.
pay attention.
No, but that's not even. That's you're a different vibe, anyways.
Right.
So I won't go off of that.
No, that's good advice. I'll take it.
Man, I'm always open to any advice you have for me as well, even because I think that neither of us do what the other person does, so we can tell each other like outside perspective advice. Like you can tell me from a person who doesn't play guitar, like that kind of sucks, honestly, or like that's good, because I like your opinion more than a guitarist's opinion for some reason, because it's like
My opinion means nothing.
It does though. It does though. I care, man. I care. Because I always ask the people that don't care about it as much. Because I'm like, hey, does this pique your interest at all?
Yeah, I definitely loved your song choices.
Thank you.
I think you did the Alice in Chains song at R&R. I don't remember what other songs you did, but they all sounded good to me. I liked them.
Thank you, man. I love that band. That was anything I'm singing cover-wise right now is stuff I've been singing since I was a kid. And so it's not any, I don't know, whenever I decide to start singing, I wanted to just release an album and then start performing, but it just didn't feel right. I wanted to just go out there and start talking to people again and being myself, and just, I was like, well, I've been singing Alice in Chains songs since I was a little kid. I've been singing Radiohead since I was a kid. And then I found Daniel Caesar.
Oh yeah, I love the Radiohead cover too. I remember that now.
Thank you, man. That one's scary. I'm like, I can't do it unless everyone's gonna sing it. You know what I mean? Like, I cannot do that. Like, but we do it anyways.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
No, but yeah, I started finding R&B and such, and that inspired me to really like pursue it. Like, because I like hip hop a lot more than I did a couple years ago, honestly. So I always liked hip hop, but I never saw myself trying to pursue anything in that realm.
Yeah, hip hop's huge right now.
Yeah, of course.
And now hip hop has a bunch of subgenres,
Right.
So
that's why
it's pretty crazy.
I'm gonna try to get on that train of all these guys writing like jazz music with really great verses and hooks, and I want to just ride the wave and try to write some music that makes me feel good and hopefully other people are gonna vibe with it.
Yeah, there's a big movement right now with the younger guys in hip hop who are like blending it with rock. Like that guy Lil Peep. I don't know if you listen to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he reminded me a lot of like Good Charlotte, like
Oh shit.
rock from like 2004.
Bro, I
that
would
I
have
used to
never
listen to.
made that comparison. That's crazy.
That's immediately who I thought of when I heard his music.
kind of like early, not even pop punk, but like
I don't know what you categorize it as.
it's just softer, I guess. Good Charlotte was awesome. I really fucked with that band when I was younger. Them and Dashboard Confessional, those two were big on me. But yeah, there's this guy like Rex Orange County. He's like this younger kid, and he ended up writing a lot of stuff on Flower Boy, and it's just not your average thing. He's just like this little redhead kid. Or I don't even know if he's redheaded, but I want to think that he's a redhead kid. and no, he's just writing lots of emo ass shit and talking about girls and writing great love songs. And that's what Sinatra reminded me of, or that's what Sinatra had for me. Is he was just writing great songs. It was simple, and everyone could cling to that. And so there's these kids that are people that are out there. I keep calling everybody kids. I don't know what it is.
Because we're all kids.
I'm a kid.
We all started out as kids.
Yeah.
Except for some people. I think The Rock was born a man. For sure.
He just came out like that.
I love The Rock. He's such a robot.
He's crazy.
He's not even a real person.
He probably isn't, man.
He's definitely like, if the Illuminati has any kind of control, he's there, bro. Because you just see it in his smile. He's like,
yeah,
I'm The Rock. Yeah. And everything I say is gonna be great to your ears.
He's like a tan Mr. Clean.
I think I love him.
I do too. He's a lovable guy. Like if he ran for president, I'd vote for him.
Can you
I
smell
don't even care what his policies
what The
are.
Rock is cooking
No,
for 2020?
For 2020, holy shit. Good
I'd be
God.
down.
I don't know. I don't think I would do that at all. I think because that's like when Arnold ran for governor or
I
whatever.
get it now. It's all about who's the most entertaining.
Yes, I'm so down.
So it doesn't even matter anymore.
Yeah, life is so like stale sometimes. Like, dude, Donald Trump. Oh, is he racist? Dude, throw him up there. Why? Just for a minute.
I think his tweets are fun.
I don't even give any energy to him anymore.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
It's
Dude.
too much work.
Yeah. No, I don't think I ever did. When did he start running? Was it 2016?
Yeah. Well, like he started running, I guess, 2015. But like the election wasn't. I don't know. The election's always like a year after, or they go in. It's a weird thing because he got voted in 2016, but he didn't go into that White House until like February of 2017.
Right.
So it's like the way it's set up is different. I don't know. Life,
No, I understand.
government stuff.
Yeah.
You know, the DMV.
The TMP of America. No, he's crazy. It's weird. I have like nothing to say about that guy. I'm like, yep, he is Donald Trump.
I think. I just think he's a comedian. So
I'm up
just
for
a
that.
troll.
If
Just
we
a
can-
fucking troll.
If everything he says is satire, if we find that out in a couple of years that he was just joking, I think I'd be interested. Like, let's make a movie
Go
about
back.
that.
he's definitely gonna get a movie.
He's the Joaquin
Probably.
Phoenix of the White House. That's all I'm saying.
There's no way they don't make a movie about him.
No, they will, and it'll be probably 20 years from now. It won't be so immediate.
Yeah, they gotta let it breathe a little bit.
Yeah, there'll be some kind of conspiracy around something,
Yeah.
and then he won't be in the White House any longer. We'll see. I won't talk about that too long, honestly, because I don't get into politics as hard as I probably should.
Roseanne 2020.
Roseanne 2020, yes. She would wreck shit. I'm telling you that right now.
Definitely. What else is going on? Have you guys always played? Did you meet through music? You known each other a long time?
Yeah, I think I was telling you a little bit about that. We honestly ended up talking the most that night at R&R. And I was up there with my buddy Jake. And Jake's, he's our drummer. Super talented guy, Jake Horn. And we all met up that night. I went with Jake just to go check out some of the artists. And I was like thinking about performing, and then we did. But I met Stetson like more so that night. We started actually having conversations and
More in depth.
yeah. And I was
Like, I'd known him before, but it'd been like, like a party kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I met this dude, but it's not like we're talking, we're just like
Exactly.
hanging out,
it was like, hey, we had a beer
Yeah,
one
yeah.
time. What's good?
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
And then I realized, I was like, damn, this dude this dude's interested in music like I am, because I think there's a difference. You know, you can sense it in a person whenever you're having a conversation with them. Like, damn, you know, like you know exactly.
Guitar while he's talking.
Kind
Like,
of,
oh,
man.
got it.
Like I get
He
I get obsessive with this shit, and like,
Oh, dude, yeah.
cause like I don't know, people will complain because I'm listening to music all the time. Like I feel crazy right now that we're not listening to music,
Right.
and like I'm always just like this. Like I'll turn it off, but I've always got something playing on my phone, and I don't know. I get weird with it, man. I'm just always just so down for it, and I can kind of tell he's got that same vibe. And so I'm trying to find people that are just stupid passionate at this point.
Yeah,
because
that's the point of
Yeah.
my podcast.
really,
Yeah, just find people who are, those weren't my words, stupid passionate, but I'm going to take it from you.
oh shit. Okay, that's fine with me. You can name the podcast "Stupid Passionate."
Yeah.
I like that. I'm going to put that on a t-shirt.
You better.
I'll give you a cut.
You better, dude. The fucking the
As
dude.
if I sell
Shit
it.
happens. He never made any money, man. That Forrest Gump thing.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's one of my favorite movies, by
Yeah,
the way.
he runs Apple though, so
Oh shit, yeah.
that scene of him in the black church is hilarious. Just the
Yeah.
way he's just like so stoic.
No, I can't even remember anything about Forrest Gump. Like I remember how dare you? I remember the big parts. I remember like Mama. I remember hearing Mama a lot, and then
And Jenny.
and Jenny, and Army and Lieutenant Dan. Like those are the first 10 words that pop in my head when I think of Forrest Gump. Run,
I like that.
Janae,
Yeah, Janae.
chocolates,
Shrimp.
A lot of
Shrimp
quotables.
boat.
shrimp boat. Yeah, Bubba.
Yeah.
Bubba's one of them.
AIDS.
AIDS. God damn it. Unfortunately. God damn, that movie had a lot of weird focal points. Fucking crazy movie. Man, I want to make a Forrest Gump type thing. I want to like direct it at some point.
Oh hell yeah!
I don't even know. That's a whole other discussion right there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like a retarded character that accidentally triumphs at
No,
everything.
no. I'm not going to go right there for it.
'Cause I'll watch it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll turn it down a bit.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Special needs
Special-
character that accidentally triumphs at everything.
Oh, no. They already, what is the fucking Tropic Thunder thing?
Oh, he never
Full
go full retard, man.
What's his name?
They already made
Special
the
Jack.
joke. Oh, man.
That's funny.
His name was Special Jack. Fuck. How did they do that,
Jack.
I
dude?
don't know. It's crazy.
I don't know.
That's so, like,
How they got away with that movie.
there's a lot. Dude, like, have you ever watched Walk Hard?
Oh,
I
yeah.
was about to ask
That's
you that.
hilarious.
That might be, like, the funniest movie I've ever seen.
Definitely.
Something about it. Every 20 seconds, it's so hard to make me laugh.
Wrong kid died.
Yeah, dude. Like every time it happened,
kid
wrong
died.
kid died, and he would say it at the most irrelevant times, dude. I swear, because I've watched that movie with like 3 or 4 different people who had never seen it before, and it's always just
It's extremely underrated.
it is so fun.
It really is.
He's making fun of Ray Charles,
I
and
always
Johnny
loved that.
Cash, and like every biopic.
I
that
can't
is
smell,
ever.
Mama.
I was, yeah.
God damn it, dude. I forget about everything that he said in that movie
I was
because
thinking,
I always like the part where he walks in on the people doing drugs, and he's like, "You don't want any part of this, do we?"
it's just hilarious. No, I was thinking about a line from that like a couple days ago, where he was like, "I gotta." He's talking to his first wife. He's like, "I gotta follow my dreams," and she's like, "What about my dreams?" And he goes, "I can't buy you a chocolate house. It's gonna melt.
It's gonna melt.
Not if it never rains."
holy shit. I don't understand. Like they had to have had people writing on that movie like crazy.
Right.
Like, oh man, there had to be
Absolutely.
a full room of people like, yo, like really throwing shit back and forth. No, I remember whenever he cuts his brother in half, he's like, "I've been halved," and I don't know why it just hits me hard, dude, because he's a bad actor, and it still
that's
really
hilarious.
just rolls correct. It rolls right. I love that goddamn
Perfect.
movie. Yes,
Perfect
and
movie.
Pam is in it, and she's a slut.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
I never found her that attractive until that movie role. I was
Really?
like, wow.
You
Pam's-
you don't like The Office?
well, I think they like intentionally like
No, they did.
Yeah, they did
made
for
her
sure.
less appealing.
Because like you see her now, like I don't know, I saw her somewhere else, and it was like I was with my girlfriend. I remember she was like, I didn't even recognize her at first, you know,
Mhm.
because she had like makeup and she was like, you know, done up real nice. She didn't look like her character
I
in
don't even
Office.
think
you
they
know?
let her wear makeup. Like I don't think she ever did.
It was like
unless-
really light, you know.
Yes,
if so.
yes.
Well, like the point of The Office, because it was like UK first,
Right.
was to be like extremely bleak
Yeah.
and bland.
That's true. And
Like,
then
they didn't even
everyone-
add like lighting until like the second season.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know how to feel about it. I remember because I was really young.
Yeah.
I had to have been. Was it 2008? Was the first season? That's probably wrong. Don't quote me.
You're probably around there. Probably
Somewhere,
around there.
but I was young, dude, and I had no clue. I was watching it with my mom or something, and I was just like, I am so bored
Right.
now. Like, but 5 or 6 years later, it's my favorite show.
Yeah,
it really
yeah.
is. Like,
became
I
everyone's favorite show.
don't
Right.
watch anything else. Like, I watch that 70s show sometimes. Like, I don't really watch a lot of TV or any movies, but
It's so hard.
Is it?
It's so hard, and you have other stuff to do.
Yeah.
No, I don't know, dude. I don't.
I can't sit down for anything really.
No, me either. Like I have fun like watching movies with people.
Yeah.
Like I like making it a social thing and having people come over and watch a movie together, and then it's cool. But like I don't know. I'll just sit down and watch a movie, and I'm like, I should be fucking like doing something else.
100%. Yeah.
But I used to not be that way. I was really lazy, and I used to spend hours in front of my TV. And so I think that's probably what inspired that school of thought a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm on my phone for like 10 minutes, I get mad at myself. I'm just like, you fucking just wasted 10 minutes of your day doing absolutely nothing.
That's
Right.
not me. I still have major phone issues. Like I've probably checked my phone 15
No, I have major
times.
phone issues too. Like I put a limit on my social media.
Yeah, like
and I still hit the limit every day.
I decided to put all of my social media in one spot so I could just delete the motherfuckers every day. Because I'll just like post something and then I delete everything, and I'm like, all right, don't do it. Like you don't get on there, man. You don't need to.
You really don't.
It's weird now
it's a
because
huge drain.
you just sit there and you're like, all right, meme. That's sad. Aw, I'm happy for you. Meme. All right, well, that's all this is going to be for the next fucking 3 hours. So
Right.
we might as well cut it off at some point.
And I get upset like when I go to a restaurant and I see a couple and they're just neither one of them are even acknowledging that they exist. They're just like
Yeah.
both staring at their phone. It's just like, why the fuck did you even come here?
Do you
Like,
ever feel like? Do you ever succumb to the pressure whenever you're eating with someone and then they do it and you're like, well, I guess
Well,
that's
fuck.
what we're doing.
I have done
Right.
that
I'm
before.
bored now. I don't
But-
have anybody to talk to.
I mean, when I'm like going out and eating somewhere, I make a point to like, because I feel like it's rude.
It is.
So I make a point to like pay attention to them, and I just don't check my phone unless
Yeah.
it's like we have to Google something, But
Unless we have to Google something.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Right.
yeah, that's always useful. I think I messed up your microphone.
oh, it's working. I can hear you.
Bam,
Yeah.
bam, bam. Are we still
Still
here?
coming through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tight. All right, continue. No, I was at Bracero's the other day, and I forgot to pay my ticket, and I felt like an idiot. I felt so dumb. I remember, I walked home, and I got back home, and I was like, hell yeah, I got $20. Oh. And so I go back up to Bracero's, and they're like, as I walk in, I can see the look on their faces. They're like, hey, we know.
Yeah.
I go back up there, and I'm like, hey, man, I'm sorry.
We
I
know,
for-
white boy.
we know why. Yeah, basically. No, he said
Pinche
something,
güero.
he said something about me coming every Friday, and I was like, I don't ever come here.
Oh,
but
yeah?
like, okay. And he's like, yeah, we have your ticket right here. And he brought it over, and then they ended up offering me a job.
Oh,
Oh, really?
It was stupid.
That worked out great.
It did.
Yeah.
No, because I have a job already.
Everyone that steals, we give an application.
Yes. He
like
was-
your style.
well, by the end of it, I think
That's what we really look for in our employees.
he's like, honestly, we just want to see people taking risks before we have you making any
Ballsy.
enchiladas. No enchiladas or sour cream. All right. Fucking no. I guess I went in there and I paid the tab, or not the tab, but I paid for the ticket. And he's like, "Yeah, we're looking for cooks," because I was talking about how I cooked at Golden Light at the moment. And I was like, "Okay, cool." I was like, "Well, I work part time. If you ever need blah blah blah." And he's like, "Well, you go ahead and just jot your number down, man." Something about that was just awkward, and I was like, "Okay, I'm so sorry."
Just write down a guy who walked out on his ticket.
Right.
Hit me up.
Hit me up, bro. I will come and I'll be punctual. I promise.
Can't promise I won't walk out, but
No, I might walk
you know how
out.
it goes.
Yeah. It's 50-50 with me, man. Hire me. You never
Roll
know.
the dice.
Yeah, roll the dice.
Do you have to put a net on your beard or anything? Like when you're cooking?
You know,
Is that a rule?
That's kind of secret, because then these restaurants that I've worked at might be like, no, we didn't make him put a beard net on.
Yeah, I feel like nobody does, but I don't know if like you're supposed to.
I'm not gonna tell you which ones did, but
Yeah.
but some of them did, and then
And some of them
and
didn't.
others were like, no, I really take care of it, and so I hope that shows. And
Yeah.
then they're like, he's good, but yeah, they definitely.
I feel like there's a ton of chefs with beards.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Definitely. I don't know if I can call myself a chef yet, but
I call you a chef.
I definitely cook some food.
Oh yeah.
I feel that.
I was a
Right.
chef at
I love
Buffalo's
cooking.
for 2 weeks.
You what?
I was a chef at there's a restaurant in Canyon called Buffalo's.
Oh,
That's
okay.
That's the only kitchen I've worked in, but it was fun. It was fun for a little
Man,
bit.
there's something about that world. Like, I'm almost drawn to it in a way, but I fucking despise it.
What, cooking?
No, I despise the how to describe it? The feeling you have, because like it's long lasting. If you work in a kitchen for a year,
Yeah.
it's like there's just this stress
environment.
that resides in you from now on because of the constant.
Because you're used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's okay. It's like, but if you're spending 10 to 12 hours in one spot, not all the time, but if you do that in a day and you leave, you like can't get out of that constant like,
Right.
I need to get this done, or.
Yeah.
But I love to cook, and I think I'm.
I
Getting,
love to cook too, man. Like,
I think
but
I'm
I
getting
like
good
to
at
cook.
it finally.
I love to cook for people that I like.
Yes.
I don't like to cook for random people. That's my thing with that. You know, like I love making like some awesome food, but like I don't know. I don't want to make the same thing over and over and over and over and have people complain about whatever.
Absolutely.
It's like I didn't make this, man. I put it together, but I didn't come up with the recipe or anything.
That's the thing about
you know?
cooking for people is that everyone eats.
Yeah.
We all know what tastes good, and so everyone's a fucking critic.
Right.
Every time, like, that's too much salt, too little salt. Well, your palate is different than mine.
Exactly,
It's always
yeah.
going to be different. That's why people should salt their own food a lot of the time.
Yeah,
Season
that's-
your own food. You'll get it the way you want it to be.
Right.
Because someone else is going to season it the way they like it. And you're
That's-
going to get it and have some kind of...
That's what a good cook does. You don't put too much in there. You let them.
That's true.
Add it if they want it. Otherwise, that's
Well,
just to keep everybody.
There's a lot
happy.
of places that won't keep salt and pepper on the tables because it should be sufficiently seasoned instead of.
and that's just dumb.
Well,
I
I've
guess it
worked at a
depends
few
on the-
places that were absolutely that way, and they're like, no, if it comes out of the kitchen, then it's done.
It's perfect.
It's perfect. Exactly. Exactly. There's no room for improvement based
Yeah.
on the individual's opinions. LOL.
I guess it depends on the restaurant and how
Yeah, their policy.
they feel about themselves.
I don't know. Like,
That sounds like some narcissistic shit.
well, it can be. I don't know. The restaurant industry is weird. A lot of the time, it's just a lot of people are trying to make as much money as possible, and then they hire someone who's passionate about what they do, and so they try and make their restaurant as great as possible. And the owner is in it for the money, and then the chef itself is just really putting his whole world around this restaurant. And
Yeah.
those two dynamics don't quite meet sometimes. They
Yeah.
can. There needs to be a business and a passion at the same time, but if they're not like coinciding. I'm kind of speaking from personal experience,
Yeah, I
but
feel that.
I don't know.
There's a wall between the creativity and the business.
Literally, there is, because
That's what it is.
If you're trying to put on as a business, you have to put on a certain front and tell people that you don't have issues behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Our kitchen
Everything
totally
is
didn't
great.
shut down last week because of our AC or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
They're like, no, we are the perfect restaurant, and we are here.
Nothing bad ever happens.
No, but it's weird. That's kind of a weird world to talk about because it's conflicting. You can tell them what's going on, but then the people who don't really think about stuff in depth like that won't come because you're not putting on the front. I don't know.
Yeah.
It gets very
I
conflicting.
feel that.
Food industry is weird.
But then there's always like the hole in the wall places that are dirty.
Bro,
but you're like,
yes.
I really fuck with the food.
Yeah, right. Like, it's good.
100%. But the thing is, a lot of those hole in the wall places, they actually clean more, and they're just older.
Yeah.
A lot of time, you'll just have like an older building,
Not
or-
as nice of equipment,
Oh yeah,
Like,
it's just kind of broken down, and
Yeah.
everyone knows it's a little broken down, but it's good.
the cooks are just right, though.
Yes, and we all come here for a certain reason, and I love it. I don't go to enough restaurants here in town. especially since I'm cooking frequently. I feel like I should really go check out some of these places. Like I've never been
There's
to
some great places.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I haven't been to Hummers. I haven't been to.
Oh really?
Like I know Hummers is like a bar and grill. But
Yeah,
people
it's
talk
not-
about it
it's-
all the time. Like
It's like a Hooters. You
I've
know,
never
it's
really.
like
I've never been to Hooters.
never been to Hooters.
Never
yeah.
been to Hooters, bro.
Applebee's.
Hooters has never impressed me.
Well, I mean, I'm down.
Chili's,
I'm
that
down for
kinda
the
thing.
idea of Hooters
Yeah.
and wings, but like, is that all we're doing? Are we getting wings and
No, they
talking
got
to the
beer too,
waitresses?
Yeah, they got. I think they got oysters. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
See,
Food there?
what else?
I don't know.
Do they have food there? Yeah. Sports.
Just small titties.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah, I said it, Amarillo.
Oh baby. Oh baby. You poor man.
That's funny.
Sorry, I gotta lean on your microphone for a second.
What's I was trying to think of good restaurants. Yellow City Street Food. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
I worked there for a little bit, man.
Place is the bomb.
They were so cool. Honestly, I've got nothing but love for that place because they were they were very creative, and it was an intense environment that taught me how to be intense in certain situations like that. Like, because when it comes to if you don't know something in the food industry, they always throw you directly in, and you just have to do it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Figure it out.
It's your job.
Yeah.
It's your job. Get it done. And that's kind of how it was at Yellow City at first for myself, because I didn't spend a lot of time there. I think I spent a little under 4 months at Yellow City because I had some issues. I'll tell you about it later. But we had some issues there, and it was such a fun experience. Though those guys are crazy creative,
Definitely.
and they're right now they're making like a vegan chicken sandwich. And I wouldn't even be able to tell you the science behind it.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Vegan chicken
Yeah.
always throws me off. Just call it what it is. Why do you have to disguise it as chicken?
No,
Yeah.
no, because then it would be like a chemical at a certain point.
Vegan chemicals.
Yes.
I'm down.
No, but they were so tight, bro. Like, and I think that they're one of the best in Amarillo.
Yeah,
I think that
I love the whole vibe in there.
I want just stuff like that all over the place, though. I'm hoping that people just start opening up restaurants. People start making their own albums. People just start doing their shit.
Yeah,
I
do
want
it
to see it.
yourself.
I want to see it. It actually makes me really excited to see new people that I didn't even know about in Amarillo making music. Like I remember seeing this kid. This one's actually a kid, by the way. I can't remember his name. I'm gonna have to say it wrong. It's like Renzin or something like that. He's this rapper.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's like
Okay.
he's like a rapper, but he's calling himself a SoundCloud rapper, so I'll call him that right now. But I know he's super young. But I heard his track and I was just like so stoked because he was a younger kid and like trying to pursue music and putting himself out there. And I want to see it everywhere. It like inspired me to do it. And, I don't know, especially Chris. You know, Shinigama.
Yeah, I had him on here.
He's a good friend of mine, and he's very much doing exactly what I think I'd like to be doing. He's just
awesome.
being himself and being writing his own music and producing stuff.
Yeah, and he's
having fun.
And he's rapping in like Japanese or is it Korean?
Dude, I don't even know. I
He's
didn't
Japanese.
even know that. That's crazy.
Because that song "Okay," he was like a single off his last album. It starts out and it's like, I'm not gonna mimic it. It's just gonna sound terrible. But he starts.
Can you
off,
please mimic that real quick for me?
Okay.
Okay.
It's my Japanese impression.
High five. No,
There you go.
Honda. Yeah. I won't go too far.
It's
that
the best
direction.
impression in the world.
At that point, am I making fun of anime or am I making fun of something else?
It's okay.
Yeah.
We can toe the line.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
This is the racist podcast. If y'all
No,
Two
it's hard.
local racists.
Speak for. I mean, how long have we been talking right now?
Hour 16.
About $1. $1.16.
Oh, is what you call hours? Okay.
Yes, that's
$24 in a day.
that's close enough. What were we talking about?
Oh, we were talking about restaurants.
Oh yeah, we were. No, actually, we were talking about Chris for a second.
Chris, yeah.
I'll say,
Shout out Shinigama.
shout out Shinny.
Every time he posts about his show, he'll tag me in something. I'll be like, dude, I got to show the exact same. Like, it's I either have a show or have a work.
You guys are on the same wavelength. You're just getting shit done together.
Yeah, yeah. I need to go see his show. Like, I've seen videos. It looks fun. It looks like a good time.
Yeah, unfortunately, I still haven't seen Chris and like Earth Shinigami dude. And he's gonna be mad because I'm not calling him by his stage name. But that's my boy. Okay.
I saw a little bit of the Death Kids at what was that festival called? Not Bad Magic. The last one, Lovestock.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
I didn't get to see him perform.
Bam.
But it'll happen one day.
Yeah, he's so good, man. And I think the biggest part about it is he really cares about what he does. Because we were in, I told you about that name, Counteract. Yeah, Chris and I were in that band together.
Nice.
When he was doing screaming and singing and production at the time. He was producing our heavier music. And that was a lot of fun. But just on another note, he's a cool guy, man. I think that he's going to do some cool stuff, especially for Amarillo, specifically.
And he does, he puts out viral memes.
Mm-hmm.
All the time.
It's
like everything I've posted has gotten at least 20,000 views.
It's true. I mean, he would make he'd put anime, like an anime fight scene, and then he'd put our music behind it. I think one of ours got 240,000 once, and it wasn't even a good song. It really wasn't. We could have done better, man. We really could have, but it was cool. It got almost 250,000 views.
That's badass. He posted a music video about how he was in love with an alien. And did you see that?
No, I
because
don't think so.
He put it in this Area 51 group on Facebook, the Storm Area 51. You've heard of that? And that it has 2 million people now. But he posted a music video he made, an original song he made, and it was to a video game. I can't remember the name of the video game, but it was hilarious, and it was actually good. It sounded good.
No, I'd have to see. He's releasing so much stuff at this point that I'm having a hard time catching up. But that is not a bad thing.
Yeah,
whatsoever.
Great thing. Content.
Well, I'm curious about how you feel about all of this. I'm not just gonna say how do you feel about the scene in general, but honestly, how do you feel about everything in general? Do you?
I'm not gonna say this, but
do you have a
Yes.
year? Let me talk about everything in general. What do you mean, the music scene?
I guess just how you feel about it right now. If you feel like it's gonna go further, or if it's going to decline again, or have you been around for a lot of the decline and the growth in the music
up
scene?
and down.
I haven't really been around the scene until probably 2017.
Yeah,
that's when I started doing stand up, and that's when I started going out more and seeing other acts and getting familiar with musicians and everything. I was in that mentality to where it was I want to help Amarillo grow. I want to build this up. I want to leave a scene. But, with comedy, I don't think it's going to catch on. I don't think I'm going to be patient enough.
Okay.
And I've talked to several people who were just dude, just go. You can't wait for Amarillo.
Yeah.
It's not. It's I've had people tell me, I waited for Amarillo and I regretted it.
Right.
Yeah.
I've had that too, just certain people I've played with, it's just been, they're so down about the town, they'll talk about playing shows in other places, and it's wow, they got such a great, response there, and then they're just kind of sick of playing in Amarillo because they don't get the same kind of response, because people aren't super into it always, it's just busy. People are busy around here, I guess.
They seem to like to think they're busy.
Well, they'd rather go watch Netflix at home on the couch, and that's busy.
I don't blame them sometimes.
Sometimes, but, if... I don't know. I like to go out when I can.
I'm the reclusive individual. I really am. So I understand the point of view of the people that just don't want to go out. But a lot of the time, they will find that if they decide to go out,
it's a good time.
You're gonna have fun.
There's so much to do here. I do love the scene.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking bad on it. I was talking bad specifically on the comedy scene.
Okay. No, that's okay.
Because I can't. I don't know how to motivate.
I'm not sure
people.
If I see it yet.
I don't know how to bring people with me. Yeah. I think I'm just impatient because I'm very driven and I'm very goal oriented, and I'm working hard daily to
I see that.
do this. And there's a couple people who are with me, and the rest are just man. There's an open mic. I don't care.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I had said before, people are just really fixated on their own stuff, and I totally get that. I understand. We all have to have our own goals and our aspirations.
No, but there's a lot of
those things.
There's a lot of great art here. I think there's just as much talent in Amarillo as there would be in Austin. As far as music.
Oh yeah, man. There's great musicians here.
There's wonderful musicians here.
Absolutely.
I'm amazed all the time.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And it's every weekend. There's something to do. There's something at Golden Light. There's something at Tees. You know, there's always something to do if you just go out and look. And there's a lot of people who are like, oh, there's nothing to do
All the time,
Amarillo.
They're not leaving their house.
Right. There's nothing else to do in my house. Like,
Yes. Like I went to work and I went home.
Yeah.
Oh man, why am I so depressed?
Right. Why am I miserable?
You can literally get like 2 or 3 friends and just go and find a bar.
Yeah.
Any dive bar with music.
Well,
No,
see, like it
any
doesn't,
live
it doesn't
music.
even have to be a bar. I almost wish that we could like. I love drinking and going to the bar and putting that with the music. I wish we could try and separate the two. Like we
yeah.
can. It's always at the bar. It's always at a venue with alcohol. We need to try and focus on the music for once, or focus on the band, or focus on the comedian. Because we just need a different venue.
That's difficult
Yeah.
to do because the bar is half.
They're making money off of that.
Half your
Yeah.
crowd.
Yes, I mean I get that. It's just maybe we can try and pull the people that, because there's a lot of people that just don't want to go to the bar. Mm-hmm. They're like, I'm good. I'm gonna end up drinking. You know, a lot of the
Yeah.
time, either they're like
Spending too much money or something. Yeah.
Because that's my thoughts. I'm always like, well, I'm gonna end up drinking a lot, and I should probably not do that. But there's a show. You know what I mean?
I've been to
Yeah.
a couple venues that didn't have alcohol. It was the Chamber. They had
Oh,
like
yeah.
their own little event center area.
Oh, is
I've
it
never-
Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
that?
And it was BYOB. And
I've never been there.
I
but-
saw the Smooth Taste and Lake Dad's there, which I love both of those.
Yeah,
bands.
we
Yeah.
talked about that last week.
They're sick. They're awesome. And that was fun. And then 2740 Art Apparel. I saw Ugly Chulo perform for the first time. And that guy murdered it. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've got each other on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I haven't listened to his new album yet.
His album's dope.
You were the one that told me to listen to it, I think.
Yeah, I bump it all the time.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Chulo's
tonight.
Revenge.
Okay, here I'm gonna download it on Spotify
Oh, yeah.
right now. Chulo, if you listen to this, I got you. friend.
And his homie Sabi just dropped an album, which is
Sabi.
really good.
How's
I
that?
like both those guys. They're both in a group called Bad Grammar.
Oh, I've seen Bad Grammar. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I'd probably recognize him more from that. What is it under? Ugly Chulo?
Yeah, I don't know if it's one word or two. It might be one word.
Faux show.
Because I know Spotify, if you don't put the right spaces, it's like, what are you talking about?
What kind of stuff is he on? What is he? Is he just kind of
It's that album. I haven't listened to enough of his discography, but it's just like about his life and how like he's motivated and how like he's just working hard and shit.
is his first song I Heard the Plug?
I don't know if it's like the second or third track. The first song is, let me look it up, because I really fuck with every song. I can play any song on there and just
Let's
let it ride.
see.
The Departure's the first song. I Love the Plug, second one.
I don't think I found him, to be honest.
I
Let me
like
let you
3 AM a
search
lot.
this real quick because I'm having issues. Here.
Oh, it's right there. Chulo's Revenge.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was on it. Dope. So it was I Heart the Plug. I love that name.
Yeah. I love the plug. No Suppressor's probably my favorite song on there. And he dropped it on my birthday, which is dope.
Hey, how old are you now?
I'm 25. I was going to ask how old you were. You look around my age, but you could be like 35. I
I'm
don't know.
21, man.
You're younger than me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's the beard. It tells lies.
That makes sense because you said you heard Psychosocial when you were 12. And I was
Yeah.
like, I was like a freshman in high school. when I heard that.
Yeah, no. I was born in 97, man. Everyone's always thought I was like way older.
That's funny.
Literally the first thing everyone says to me, I go, my name's Briley. Oh, Riley? Every time. No, it's not Riley, it's Briley. And what are you, like 28, 29? No, 21.
I would have guessed 26 or 28.
It's cool. I understand.
It's the beard.
It is, and it used to be a lot longer.
Mm-hmm.
And so people were giving me like, dude, what was it? There was a homeless man that I met the other day at the
He
806.
gave you money?
No, his name was DVD.
Is that the guy that threw soap at me?
Dude, it might have been. It might have been that guy. I don't know. He was cool as fuck though. He was telling me everything.
Yeah, he was cool.
But
I
his
don't know
name
why
was.
he threw soap at me.
It was either Stevie D or DVD. It could have been either one.
I don't know.
What the hell was I saying before that?
Homeless guy, beard.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't saying I look like a homeless guy. Maybe I do, man. No, okay, yeah. The homeless guy with the beard said he thought I was 37. I couldn't believe he said that. Like, I think everybody that was right there was just like a shock. It was just so like.
I get a whole range of things. Like when I was a senior in high school, someone was like, "Damn, you look 30." And like, it was like, Jesus. And then I get like 30s all the time, or sometimes people will be like, "No, you look around 25."
You carry yourself like a 30-year-old man, but I can tell that you're not 30 yet.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I mean? Like, so that's good.
No, but Chulo was 29. I think he's 29, maybe 28. And he was like, I thought you were older than me. I was like, thank you, man.
How old is Chulo?
I think he's 28. Could be 29.
No shit.
Yeah, he looks really young.
He does
though.
look young,
He looks
man.
younger than you, for sure.
I've only seen... Was that a joke?
Maybe.
Are you a comedian now?
No, I retired.
I retired. Now we do podcasts.
Full-time podcast.
No, so this is what? This is what, number 91?
Yeah,
Cool.
because 91 got deleted. Sorry, T-Pal.
Ooh.
We got to do it again. It was so good. It was such a great episode.
That's good, man. Fucking people can get... I don't know how I feel on the microphone right now, but I think I feel okay.
Yeah, you should.
I
It's,
should.
it's a safe environment.
It's a safe environment. I feel really
Safe
comfortable
place.
here, man. You got a nice little leather couch.
Thank you. Man.
Got
Love
some
seeing-
corgis running around and shit.
Well, no, I haven't seen him but once. I'm trying to get the corgis back.
No,
as
they're
soon as
usually,
possible.
usually stampeding through. It's already their bedtime though. They're,
Aw.
yeah.
They go to bed at 10:30, 50.
Yeah, they go to bed. They go to bed around 10. So
Mm.
That's adorable.
little corgis, man.
I have a blue heeler lab mix,
Oh,
and she's my child.
hell yeah,
Her name is Dahlia.
that's cool.
It's-
I like healers and labs, so it's a good mix.
Dude, she's like crazy, crazy smart. It blows my whole mind. But she's also a needy little bitch.
Yeah, my dog's like that. I have a rescue dog that's mostly lab, and that's pretty much all the vet could tell me when I got him. But
how often does it rescue?
oh man, all the time, dude.
Fuck yeah.
He's got the
Trained him to go get beer from the fridge.
He's got
You don't know how handy that is, no?
That's legit. I've seen dogs
Yeah.
that get groceries for people.
Right. No, he's a neat little fuck though. He's awesome, but he just wants to fucking cuddle, and he wants you to fucking pet him the whole time though. Otherwise, he'll fucking like paw you in the face
Yeah.
and shit. Like he'll try. Like
That's funny.
he's like, "Fuck you, man! Like you're petting me, or we're done."
Are you a dog person?
I am. None of those dogs are mine, but I want to get when I get my own place, I want to get 2 pits.
Yeah.
Name them Wiz and Khalifa. I think it'd be cool.
Oh,
my
yeah,
God,
that'd be cool.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm on board with that. Absolutely. I wanted to get another, like a cat that was white, because Dahlia is a black and white blue
Yeah.
heeler. I named her after the Black Dahlia murder, this death metal band.
Nice.
And I'm gonna think of like another flower of some sort and get a cat that's white, and it's just gonna be so cinematic. I'm just saying, it's gonna be like, yeah, Briley's got the black dog and the white cat, and they'll just be sitting there together, and they'll be fire together.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Fire
Yeah,
together.
fire together. Yes, I said that apparently.
That's the name
No,
of my band.
I noticed that I started saying everything that I hated 3 years ago is now a part of my lingo because I was making fun of it so much. Like lit
Yeah.
is now yeet. Yes, I say yeet all the time.
Oh, yeah.
That happens though.
Hey,
Like,
what are you doing, yeet?
I'll
That's
say,
not how
I'll
you
say
respond.
things sarcastically, and they just become a part of my vocabulary
Right.
because I'm so sarcastic all the time.
I know. So, but
It's
then
like, I don't even know if I'm being serious anymore.
you don't even know if you're serious. And then the people we're talking to are so confused at that point. Like, is this guy an idiot or is he lit? He's both.
Shit, I went to Lit
Idiot.
last night actually.
You went-
The arcade
The arcade bar.
It's a cool place.
Bro.
That was my first time. It was pretty lit.
I've heard some mixed things about it so far. People saying that it's not quite as old school as they would have expected. Like they've
What the
got.
fuck do you want?
Right? I don't know. I haven't been there yet, so I'm not speaking from
Black and
personal
white
experience.
movies.
Yeah.
Checkers.
No, they got like Mortal
Nickelodeon.
Kombat 4. I remember someone said they had Mortal Kombat 4, and that's all. I'll go
Really?
there for that. The
I
original.
didn't see that one when I was there.
I
But
think. I don't know. I don't know if I saw that either. But they have an old school NBA game that's a lot of fun. It just sucks because you only get to play 1 quarter. But everything's a quarter in there. So
Yeah, does it feel worth it when you walk in there? Like you can buy from the bar, or did
So-
they have food or anything?
like,
They,
I don't know.
They don't have food. The
No.
bar's
No
the bar's
food.
really cool.
I was gonna say it seemed a little pricey as far as drinks.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
Definitely.
But otherwise,
They're
I
trying
mean,
to
it was pretty
compensate.
cool. Yeah, I mean, you got to get tokens to play the games, But I liked it pretty well. It's definitely a place I think I will go back to. You
Yeah,
know,
they got pool tables and they got
pool
shuffleboard.
tables, shuffleboard. Yeah, they've got
They got
like
this-
the walls lined with like arcade games and shit.
They got a really dope version of Pong, where it's like on a table and you're like spinning. A
Oh
ball.
yeah, I saw that.
Right.
Yeah,
that's sick.
That's cool.
I love
Oh, they-
like interactive games that are actually.
apparently they just got this. Like one of the other guys I went with said he didn't see it before, but they have this big like oh, not like a mural, but it's like a big painting on the wall, and it's of the dude off of The Big Lebowski.
Oh yeah.
It's him with a white Russian. It's pretty
The
cool.
dude?
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah. I don't know. I didn't recognize it at first because the way it's done, like the texture on it. But when I got closer, you can make it out. You know, like
That's
it
dope.
was pretty cool. I liked that pretty well. You know.
that whole downtown Polk Street's pretty cool now. Like just the Crush, Six Car, and Lit right there.
Yeah, I feel like I
Absolutely.
need to get
Places.
down there a little bit more because I haven't gone really much at all.
I haven't even got to hit Six Car or Crush yet, and I love like the thought of actually having two places in the same building that are putting out killer food.
Yeah, I love the fact
Yeah.
that we have like breweries.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
Like I didn't hear
Ponticetta-
about Wooden. Is it Long
Longwood Spoon.
Longwood Spoon? I didn't hear about that till a couple weeks ago.
Really? Yeah, they're like actually been around longer than like I think the Big Texans brewery started up before them, but they're like the second, you know, like
Yeah.
and I mean the Big Texans kind of like, you know, they do that on the side. They're not like
I
really a
don't- I don't
brewery.
really count them as anything.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
just a tourist trap.
You're right. But Longwood and Spoon, so you know, they're like basically the first one here and they're smaller, you know, like they're smaller facility, but I love the people, you know. Like I said, I played there for probably like a year every week, you know.
Nice.
And yeah, I had a blast. I really enjoyed the beer. That you know, sometimes they do seasonal stuff, obviously, like all of them. But sometimes they'll just have some that really hit pretty well, like that. They have the green chili porter most of the time. That's what a lot of people like. I know that's like one of their
That
best
sounds
sellers.
fucked up.
Green chili porter, man. They have a cream ale that's green chili too. That's not as spicy,
That's interesting. I definitely want to try that.
but the porter has some spice to it.
Are they in
wouldn't-
any like bars or restaurants? They have anything on tap?
Some, from what I remember from talking to Jared, is like they were doing it for a while, and then like some stuff had came up, and they couldn't do it, and like that kind of got their restaurants where they weren't like, you know, super expecting them to be there or whatever. You know, they
Yeah,
didn't
it's
want
like
it as much because
kinda
something
forgot
came
about
up. You know, I don't know if it was a legal thing or what. Like I know they've been. It's kind of weird how it is there because, like, you know, Ponticetta, they do their own cans and they do growlers and stuff, you know, that you can take the beer away. But from Longwood Spoon, you either have to get it from the brewery and drink it there, or you have to go to a liquor store. Like Party Stop carries some of their stuff, and you can buy bottles of it there, but you can't buy bottles of it at the brewery itself, kind of thing.
That's odd. They don't.
Yeah,
They don't
it's-
try to package and sell anything. It's all.
They can't because of laws. Just
Okay.
But
Interesting.
I remember seeing they were posting stuff saying that the laws were changing soon, like they'd been voting on some stuff, you know, and like they were trying to get everybody to go vote. And so hopefully they'll be able to actually package and sell there, you know what I mean? Now, that would probably help their business out quite a bit, you know? Because, I mean, they have great beer, but, like, yeah, I definitely wish I could just get a growler and go, you know, or
I haven't
whatever.
even Yellow City lets you grab a growler.
Yeah.
Of whatever they've got.
Whatever
on
they
tap.
have there, yeah.
Mhm.
Nice. I need to do that. I've never done that.
I think it's because, like, they're strictly like a brewery. They're not like a pub and brewery or like a restaurant brewery. I think that's what it has to.
So you
Something
can
like
you
that.
can legally leave the premises with a full growler.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. As long as
You
it's
can do
closed.
that at Poncetta too.
As long as you have the lid
Uh,
closed. Yeah.
Nice.
Barzy Winery. That's another place I've played a lot. There, they'll actually like recork the bottle for you if you want, like, so you can
Nice.
take
Oh,
your
yeah, I've
wine
seen
home.
people do that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about it. Like if it's not completely sealed, whether
Yeah.
or not you can actually walk out the door with that. But I think if it's just like a cap of some sort. Because
Yeah.
right, if like you had drink a 40 and you left someone's house and you recapped it and drove it home, would you be in trouble?
Probably if you drank a 40 and you drove home. I didn't think about that part. Shit.
Yeah.
like, well-
priorities are a little out of whack.
Yeah.
You put the cap on, but you fucking blew over a .8. You know? So like 0.8, whatever.
God damn it, dude.
happens. But yeah, Ponticetta is a really cool place. I'm really glad that place is here. They just opened up like a vodka
Yeah.
distillery.
Yeah, I
don't
haven't
know.
been there yet, but I
Haven't
like the
either.
page already, you know, on Facebook and everything, and
Oh,
looking
yeah.
at pictures
Bro,
and stuff.
Ponticetta's throwing shows.
Yeah, I
Did
would
you
love
see
to
that?
perform there.
Yeah, the fucking my buddy Christian Van Note, he's got a thrash band called Trench Rat,
Oh yeah.
and I guess they were able to convince Ponticetta to let them play there.
Really?
And, dude, I'm seeing like the footage from it was nuts.
Where do they set up at?
No clue. I haven't even been inside Montecito.
I've been inside, and it's just like there's
no room for it. Yeah,
It looked like they were outside.
Stage.
It looked
Okay,
like they were
that makes
outside
sense.
for sure.
that would make sense.
But it was crazy. There had to be 25 people or something like that just in the pit, like actually like in the pit, and then people surrounding them. It was crazy. I don't know. I'm definitely about that. Like
Hell
we can
yeah.
start getting local businesses to be open to performances again.
yeah,
Like
Absolutely.
things
They probably just
outside of
don't-
the norm.
want the liability of having mosh pits and shit, though. You know, honestly,
You're a brewery, you know. But
a brewery with mosh pits, though, versus a brewery with
Never
mosh pits.
considered liability issues.
Yeah, I mean,
that
somebody
way.
gets hurt and they're like, "Hey, what the fuck, man? You're hosting this show. Like,
It's a good point.
this guy got his teeth
I think
knocked
the people
out."
are like They should
I
be
think,
responsible.
honestly,
for
I think
themselves.
if you get into a mosh pit, you should be ready to take whatever the fuck you get.
You know
Honestly,
what we
but-
should start doing to try and save the venues is signing fucking waivers before you come
Yeah,
in.
right,
I'm
right.
serious. Like, honestly,
I don't know, man. Personally,
If
I
you're
don't
gonna put
mosh
yourself-
anymore.
Mhm.
Like when I was a kid, like high school and shit, I used to do that. I used to go to fucking what was it? Downtown on 10th Street. It's like kicked back now, but it was old venue.
Club
Metal-
Chaos,
No.
War Legion.
War Legion. Yeah, that's where I used to go. I used to mosh
War
there.
Legion?
Yeah. It's an
Sounds
old
badass.
ass
It
venue.
was
It's not around anymore.
Early days. Like,
Yeah.
probably 10 years ago. When
Yeah.
I was young, dude. I was probably 13 or 14
Like,
going to those
It
shows.
was probably like 2009-ish, 2010.
See, I wasn't even around
8.
for that.
Yeah. So, like, I remember going there and, like, I don't know, that's when I was doing that shit. But I kind of, like, as I got older, I was like, this is dumb, man. I'm either, you know, like, I might get fucked up or I might fuck somebody up just going out there to just, like,
Right.
you know, do what the fuck ever. But, you know.
It was at a certain point, it was just like an energy release.
Yeah,
if you're really
It
frustrated.
is, but, man, there's so many other things you can do, too,
There
you know.
is. Some people take it too seriously and they start
Yeah.
actually like they target people.
Yeah,
that's when
and
you
that's
fuck
not
up.
cool, you know. And,
If you start targeting specific people, you're no longer having fun.
or just like really trying to fuck people up, you know, there's no room for that.
Yeah.
And usually you'll get fucked up if that's your goal, though. Like other people see that and they're like, all right, that guy. But I don't know. I've known a few people that were like martial artists and shit that would like go and do
Jesus.
that shit, and like they see people like doing shit that they shouldn't be doing, you know, going a little too hard and like fucking kick them in the head or whatever, you know, like just
Yeah.
like fuck you, dude, and, you know, like it's not meant to be that, you know. It's like go in there and fucking, you know, run around and shit, but don't like be trying to hurt people, like really fucking injure people. I
Exactly.
should say,
Yeah, and who's gonna stop the Karate Kid?
right?
Nobody.
Sweep the leg.
I've never been appealed to mosh pits.
Yeah, I mean,
And
what
I'm
is that?
I'm a big object. So
I guess-
someone would love to kick the fuck out of
It's
me.
an I guess
the
it's an
opposite.
I guess it's an adrenaline rush, you know.
It is. It's like a
And
roller coaster. And
Some people are
anything
into
else.
that, you know, like for that reason, but to me I kind of got over it pretty young at a young age.
I think I was just getting drunk.
Yeah,
I was really young getting drunk, and I won't say any specific venues because I'll get people in trouble. But I was getting drunk real early, and I was going to like metal shows,
Yeah.
and all of us were plastered. And so, dude, like if you got in the mosh pit and there was actual good music to mosh to, it's like nothing else. It really is, because you're honestly just, it doesn't even hurt. You're just like moving.
Well, the
quickly.
adrenaline of it, yeah.
Yes. And there's certain people that make it painful because they don't know how to have fun doing it.
Yeah.
But like he said,
They're like
I don't
punching and shit
I
instead
don't
of like
do it
pushing
anymore.
or whatever. You
I
know?
really don't do it anymore. But
Yeah.
if I'm at like a hardcore show, you'll see me two-step because
Oh,
I
yeah,
like to
yeah.
dance. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah,
because there's different dance moves for
Oh, yeah.
like certain
Hardcore
sections
dancing.
of
metal
yeah,
step,
yeah, basically, and I have no problem.
stomp stepping.
It's fun. It's fun, man. Like it's just like any other dance. It's like
Yeah.
we had to have our own thing at that time. I think
For sure.
people had to.
I
Develop
do like seeing the
something.
energy, but I'll always be the guy chilling in the back drinking a beer.
You know,
Yeah,
vibing.
right. That's who I am now.
Yes, me too. I think I've very much turned into that.
Like, look at those fuckers just going at it, you know.
yeah,
Like,
that's true. I hope they're okay.
right. Oh shit, that looked like it hurt.
Yeah, every time.
Hope they have health insurance.
Right.
None of them do.
Yeah. Right.
Not a single one.
That's funny.
Same.
Oh man. So
Shout out Obama.
shout out Obama. Obamacare.
Just kidding.
I have to pee.
I don't believe you.
You guys.
You just want to leave.
You guys converse real quick.
All right.
I'm gonna take a break. Tell everyone your favorite songs. Go.
All right. My favorite song right now. No, I'm not gonna go directly off of that. I might. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna talk to Stetson. I'm gonna
What's up,
interview
man?
Stetson right
Oh,
now.
what do you got to ask me?
All right, this is the boy right here. Since Matt's gonna walk away for a second, I'll be Matt.
All right.
Let's all pretend. All right, Stetson. I'm just kidding. This is my bassist, and we're writing music right now, and we're trying to make shit as real as possible. Because I think that we want the people to try and, I'm not going to say cling to what we were doing, but we want to be able to do something as organic as possible to where people feel the need to be a part
That's
of
real.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And I don't know. I'll take this second to tell everybody that I'm trying to get almost a collective together. You know, I want as many passionate people as possible in the same room so we can all speak about maybe just our aspirations or let out the creative energy
Oh, yeah.
and not really have any kind of focal point or any specific place of thinking. I just want to like get everybody together and let's be creative and let's make some music,
Make some cool shit.
let's make some art.
Yeah.
Like, cause I remember, we did Innkeeper's Ball in 2017, and it was something that just started from a thought. You know, we decided we wanted to throw a show, or I decided I wanted to throw a show. And then, you know, the homies were there. They were like, hey, you should name it this.
Yeah.
And you should, like, because the Innkeeper's Ball was not my name. I won't say who gave the name, but I had a friend. We were talking and we were throwing our show. And we were talking about throwing the show at our house. And I remember he was sitting there and he goes, so you're going to have all these bands at your home. So you're the innkeeper. You know, and I kind of understood that a little bit. And I thought it was almost a weird point of view to where I didn't even want to go along with it because it felt very almost egotistical to where I was like, I am.
I am the innkeeper.
I am whatever that is. And
Yeah.
instead, I really just liked it. He said, you're hosting these bands at your home. It's the Innkeeper's Ball. You know, and I was very enthused by that, I think, immediately. And so we were like, that's the one. This is Innkeeper's Ball. And so I had a buddy come over, Jeremy Ellis. He goes by Ramey now. He's a rapper here.
I've seen his, heard some of his stuff.
Crazy.
I see him on Facebook.
He is very talented. But he's also an amazing artist and graphic designer and producer. And I remember he came over one day and we said, let's get a flyer going. Let's figure out, because I always hit up Jeremy whenever I needed some graphic design work done. Mm-hmm. And I remembered that Jeremy did artwork. And I said, hey, you know what? Let's draw something. Like, let's figure out something that really represents this event as a whole and give it a logo almost. And so I started thinking about just a tree for some reason. At the time, there was a lot of drugs happening at the time. And so I was thinking about a tree. And I was thinking about the roots going into the earth a little bit and kind of seeing both of those sides, basically seeing the underground, basically like the story behind everything was the metaphor that I was trying to go for. And the tree had a woman in it who was naked, and I was kind of calling that, you know, like Mother Nature, whichever. And I had the idea, and he drew it up right then, and it was perfect.
Really? Oh,
the first time, no rough draft, nothing. And that was the flyer that went down for it, and I've still got it on my wall, hanging up, the original artwork. And a lot of stuff was happening at that time. People were coming over, and we were making music, and we were laughing together, and we weren't partying a ton. It was crazy. It's like we were just down to have this creative energy flowing all the time together, and it had to be like 10, 15 people sometimes, and there'd be three or four people in one room working on their artwork, and then 2 people in the other room playing guitar together. And then you've got homies in the other room drinking together. It wasn't always drinking, but a lot of the time that happened. But I just thought it was cool that you throw one event or you talk about bringing people together, and a lot of people are so down for it.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, yo, yeah, let me be a part of this.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's the goal now. I want to try and bring something about that makes everyone want to try. To do what everybody's been doing, like just being creative. I don't think it's just people say that there's creatives in the world. I don't believe that. I think we're all creatives, and people choose whether or not they're going to be creative.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
And like, I don't know. I want to bring it out of the people somehow. Like, because
Yeah.
people.
It's all right. So like,
Yeah,
it
go ahead.
reminds me of like a metaphor from Bruce Lee. You know, it's like there's not really different styles of martial arts. We're all the same. Nobody has more arms or legs or anything. Like they can't do
Yes.
anything specifically that somebody else couldn't do. You know, but it's just like how much do you want to pursue this and how well do you want to be able to do this? You know, like. I don't know. That just reminded me of that, you know.
No, definitely, like, 'cause, like the discipline that comes from that. There's like a mental thing that goes down in that department. On that note, though, like with I guess I want to speak about Innkeeper's Ball for just a moment. Is that okay?
No.
God damn it!
Get out.
God damn it!
It's my one rule.
All right, he's gonna take away my seriousness.
No promotions.
No promotions here. All right. So this will be the first time I've like I think I posted something about it a month ago, and kind of asked the people if they were down for it. I guess. And the first Innkeeper's Ball was so fun. It really was. We had free food. We had an art show.
You said that it was at your house?
No, it was going to be. That was the original idea. Then I realized that it was going to be a lot larger. So, and it just didn't make a lot of sense to have it at my house. We didn't have a stage. We didn't have any sound equipment. We didn't have anything we needed. Oh, we were going to build a stage at first. But, I don't know, last year, or it's not last year, 2017, that was the last Innkeeper's Ball. It was all over the place, and I did a lot of the organization myself. And so what I'm trying to do is maybe I can speak out right here and ask people to come, like, hit me up. And maybe I can make Innkeeper's Ball something else to where a collective of people want to throw a great show. Because that's what I really want to do. I want to, no set details yet, but I really want to shoot for New Year's Eve and catch that energy a little bit. That New Year's energy is crazy. Everyone's excited.
The night of?
Yeah, night of New Year's
Okay.
Eve. And then if I can catch that and get a decent venue and catch sponsors and catch potentially money from the city, because I know I can convince somebody that this is worth a damn. And I don't know, I really think it could benefit everyone, and not just like the scene as a whole. I think it could benefit Amarillo if we were to try and
Mm-hmm.
really dive into an event of some sort, because Lovestock was amazing.
Lovestock was bad.
I was able to help them for a little bit, and I helped with the website, and I helped with some of the social media stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And that was really fun. And
It was promoted really well, too.
cool.
Facebook,
Oh, yeah.
Instagram.
Dude, tried so hard. I ran the Instagram page.
Oh, yeah.
I tried really hard to make that decent, I guess.
It was good. It was great.
Thank you, man.
Did a good job highlighting.
Oh,
So
yeah.
was I DMing you through Yellow City Comedy?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. That's funny.
No, but some of the other guys had access as well.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's a few of the others. But it's not like I was really a part of Lovestock. I just was there to try and help if I could.
Oh, yeah. Well, that makes you a part of it.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I just didn't want to, I don't know. That's definitely
Yeah, act like you.
originated
Did everything,
anything.
It was my idea, actually.
Yeah, right. No, I just really wanted to be there to help if I could, and they were very open to that.
No, I had those guys on before. They're all cool.
Dude, yeah. Which one's Drake and Vincent?
Drake, Vincent. And then I found out Vincent's my cousin recently. So
Oh, really?
Fucking way. That's awesome.
it's by marriage, but still, it's funny.
You're still cousins, man.
Yeah.
Fucking
Vincent's
weird.
cousin. And then I forgot the other dude's name. I see him all the time at the 806.
Xavier. No, I'm just saying names at this point.
That's a good
Joseph.
guess, though. Joseph, yeah, Joseph.
Bam.
Was that just a random guess? Because that's a good one.
No, man, I know Joseph.
Okay.
I figured I was trying to go off the list of people. There was a lot of people working on that. Something like 13
Oh, really?
people.
Okay. I just thought it was those three guys. And I was like, you guys
Well, those are the
fucking killing it.
They are the originators.
Yeah.
100%. Hopefully, I wasn't wrong to say that just now, but
Dude,
yeah,
that was
lots of
my
people.
first time seeing Nicky Cortez.
really,
That guy can perform his ass off.
man, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that I disagree, but I haven't seen him yet, and dude, I fucking hear nothing but good things about him, so I need to go and catch that real
Yeah.
soon. We
I
played
would-
we played the same venue the same night. I had to go. It sucked, but I really did want to catch him.
I would strongly advise any local rappers, maybe even any local performers, to go and see and how he does things as far as like crowd work, as far as engaging with people.
Yes.
Because he does it in a very professional manner, and he's he's fucking killing it.
That's everything, man. Especially if you know how to work the crowd or talk to the crowd. That's a huge issue I currently have.
And I think a lot of rappers. Well, I can't say a lot. I don't know that many, but you know, I don't think anyone realizes how big like moving your body on stage is.
Right.
Like
right.
how important it is to like have that stage presence.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and to be able to actually like,
because people want to see his show.
Is that what it is? Is he kind of dancing to his shit?
He's vibing to it. He's getting people involved. He's asking questions. He's bringing them on stage.
Oh, okay.
He's very calculated. Like
excellent.
He knows what he's doing.
There's an algorithm.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Maybe. That's
there is
awesome.
his brain, but
right, not deliberate, but it's just happening. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like crazy talented. I listened to his most recent release. I think he did a music video, and looked like they were in a discount store or something like that.
I think I saw that one too.
I can't remember what it was.
But he seems like he's on the edge of blowing up. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I won't take that away from him for a second. I need to go and actually listen to his music. I really do, because I have that issue sometimes where people tell me to listen to something, and you get, hey, guess who's calling me? I was trying to have my buddy Will Dorsey on tonight.
I'll put him on.
Right now?
Yeah.
All right.
Put him up to the mic.
All right. Will, you're on the podcast. What's good? Oh, he didn't answer. It said that we were connected.
Nope.
Will, are you there? All right. Well, we just wasted time. We just wasted 15 seconds.
Sorry, Will.
Actually, he's going by Jackie now. So we need to.
Jackie Robinson.
There we go.
Number 13 or 42. Damn it. I gotta delete that.
No, you don't. Do you ever go back and edit stuff out?
Very rarely.
Very rarely. That's good though. That makes me happy because like I hope that almost nothing gets edited out.
No, that's exactly how it goes.
Excellent. No, I noticed like it's funny because I was going on there and I was like, all right, so some of these guys have been on here for 2 hours and 49 minutes. I'm like, do I need to do that?
No, I mean we can. I like to do. I like to do around 2 hours, you know.
Man,
yeah.
It depends on the situation and everything.
I'm trying to go to you.
Like if a good conversation is flowing, I've gone for almost 4.
Crazy. I mean, why even stop it if it's flowing the way that it is? I feel that 100%. What do you end up talking about a lot of the time?
It goes exactly like this.
I figured so.
Random topics come up and I just flow with it.
Yeah.
I just heard a ding in my ear.
Yeah,
me too.
I think it was on my laptop. I don't know, but.
Darn.
Yeah, that's kind of like my interview style. Like I don't really push it a direction. I will at the beginning, or if like I feel like I need to.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
If not, I'll just let my guest take over, and I just go with them.
That's cool. I like that a lot.
I don't know if that's a good strategy, but it is what it is.
I think I think it's
good.
great, honestly, because I was hoping it wouldn't be like interview based.
Yeah,
to where you're asking lots of questions.
Interview based is boring.
Yes, it doesn't get boring. It gets like nerve wracking a little bit because you feel the need to come up with good answers.
Yeah,
and then it's extremely surface level.
Yes,
right.
yes, 100%. I feel like we dove a little deep today. Honestly, I feel like we're on the inside.
Yeah.
No, it's weird. Whenever we start the conversation, it changes the whole environment a little bit. Like as I get more comfortable, it feels like we're in a different place.
Right.
Than when I walked in. You know,
Sure.
Kind of a weird thing to say, but I'm a weird guy.
Oh, there's a lot of corgi energy when you first walk.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, dude. There's
That
crazy
does it.
corgi energy.
they knocked down a whole table. I've never seen them do that. They were ready.
They were so ready
They're
for
ready.
us. No, I mean, they knocked down the whole thing, and they're like, "I'm coming for you, Briley. Let me give you love." I was open to it.
That's exactly what happened. But yeah, I do have questions I like to ask when I wrap up. I stole them from 2 other podcasts. If you guys are familiar with Pete Holmes, he has a podcast. He's a comedian. And then Drama from Fantasy Factory. He has his own podcast, and they ask really cool questions.
That's
so
dope.
I just steal them directly from those guys.
Oh yeah.
That's fine.
So I'll
I'm
go
open
ahead
to
and ask
if they're good.
one.
Yeah.
When is the last time, or what's the time you can remember that you laughed the hardest?
You want to go first, Stetson?
I got to think about it a second.
All right.
Let me think.
I'll try to go. Shit, I laugh at really like when people know that they're funny, or they think they're really funny and it wasn't funny. When someone tells a joke and they're like laughing their ass off for minutes and you don't say anything, that's what I think is the funniest. I had that happen a couple weeks ago. I can't remember who the fuck it was. I just remember somebody said something to where it just was not funny whatsoever, and I had to cling on to that energy a little bit because I was like, dude, you know what? You are hilarious. It actually made me really laugh hard.
That's funny.
What about you, bud?
I actually get that a lot. Like after my sets, random people come up and be like, "Hey, I got a joke for you. You can use it if you want to." It's like, no, it's okay.
It's okay, man. I'll write my one with you.
Yeah.
And it's always like a basic ass like knock joke from like 1973.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who's there? Your mother.
Damn. Well, shit, man. I don't know. It's tough to say, man. I feel like I have a pretty funny life, you know. The shit cracks me up all the time, just on a daily basis. But let me see.
I understand. I mean, it's not an easy question.
Yeah, I gotta really think about it.
I had to think about it really hard.
Answer right now.
Oh man. See, now I should have wrote out the answer for this,
I
like
can think
interview style.
You gotta articulate that shit.
Let's see.
Dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
There was a time. I'll tell mine to you guys so you can think. But I was doing psychedelic mushrooms, as they call them.
See, that's what I was kind of thinking in my mind. I was like, do I tell a sober story or do I tell like a fucked up one?
It was the first time I did 5 grams, which really I didn't make it.
So we can talk about that.
Yeah, I didn't make it more. Didn't make it more intense. Just made it last longer.
Yeah.
But I was with my girlfriend and we're like laying on a blanket like at a park, and she was like FaceTiming her mom.
Oh shit!
We were like laying on the blanket, and I was like wiping grass off of it, and then I was just laughing because I was like, "We're literally laying on grass," and I'm trying to wipe grass off this blanket.
Yeah.
And then I looked down. I wasn't even laying on the blanket. I was literally laying on the grass. And
So you,
Mm-hmm.
I'd laugh for 5 minutes about that. Like it's not even that funny of a situation.
no, it
Right,
really,
but you're
it's
just
it
like,
really
I'm
is.
on grass. Why am I wiping it off?
Well, that's crazy, man. We could have had a whole ass other conversation
yeah.
had we brought that up about.
It reminded me of a
minutes ago.
story that was kind of crazy. Like last time I tripped with my girlfriend, like we went on a walk, right? And this is probably at like fucking 3 or 4 in the morning. Like,
Damn.
like let's go on a walk. Oh, fuck it, all right. So we go on a walk, and it feels like it's been like an hour or two, right? And we look up and we realize we've only gone like 5 houses down the street. We're like, I recognize all this shit. Like, what the fuck? And then we walked back, and it was crazy, man. It felt like. It really did feel like the street was just like stretching as we were walking down it, and like I don't know, man, that was pretty crazy.
I feel that, and on psychedelics, there's like no sense of time.
Exactly, yeah.
You never know how
Absolutely
long
disappears.
time has passed.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I've had the probably some of those memorable experiences of my entire life have been on psychedelics.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I would not be the person that I am without probably LSD. I don't want to dedicate all of it to a drug.
I gotta say,
but it inspired lots of thought.
mushrooms have done more for me than LSD has. Like, I don't know, man. Just the way it hits me, like LSD to me is more like a fucking party thing or something, you know? Like, it feels more like I'm doing Molly or something, you know? Not really, but
Trying to speed up the environment.
But like when I do mushrooms, it's like it's completely different, you know? It's not like I want to be
personal.
around people. Yeah, it's like I don't necessarily want to be like around people, or you know, I just want to.
Sure.
I think I've learned that over time because like
Enjoy it.
We would. Sorry to interrupt you.
You're good.
I was gonna say that like we would take mushrooms together, and there would be a group of people, and a lot of the time the vibes just weren't quite right because everyone was trying to deal with their own shit while hanging out with each other. But then you take LSD and it's different.
Yeah, one of the best mushrooms trips that I've had in that kind of a situation, though, we went on like a fucking 5-hour bike ride, me and like a group of like probably 6 people. Like we all ate about 1 gram and fucking just rode bikes around town, and it was fucking awesome, honestly,
I can only
man.
imagine what
I think the reason was because everybody was like all like doing something, you know, you're like fucking pedaling, you know, so you're not like getting caught up too much in your thoughts. You're looking around and you see shit, it looks all crazy, you know, but it's not.
Those thought patterns can get crazy.
Yeah, dude, you get caught in a loop in your thoughts, and it just can really fuck you up, you know. Like,
absolutely. I remember I had people walking up to me at times because I was always a good let's call it a sitter.
Trip sitter.
Yeah, sure. I was always able to get people a little more level-headed.
Yeah.
Before,
cheer them up if they're kind of freaking out or whatever.
I always like to explain to somebody that or try to open them up to the idea that mushrooms didn't have to, whether or not you had a bad trip or not, you're learning from the experience.
Oh yeah, dude.
And that you were probably supposed to feel the way that you did.
Yeah.
Because of the shrooms. Like, they're gonna make you start thinking about what you're supposed to be thinking
The craziest trip, man, has come from mushrooms, and it was only 3 grams, that I've had anyways. Fucking didn't eat for like 18 hours though before, and I just ate 3 grams, and it was like crazier than salvia. It was crazier than fucking like LSD.
Do you feel like that had to do with what state of mind you were in at the time, though?
Honestly, no, I was not prepared for it at all. I was like ready to have a good time, dude, and then like I just started getting hit with this heavy shit, and I was just like, oh fuck, like I gotta sit here and think about my life for a minute. Like,
I mean, it comes surface level sometimes, man.
Yeah, like
I
was
could talk about that.
I was ready to have a good day, go swimming, go like have a great time, and then like all of a sudden I ended up going through all this like interpersonal stuff, like, and realizing like, oh my god, I'm fucking up so bad in life in this aspect, like I need to like fix this, like get back to being productive and like a, functioning member of society, I guess, I
mean, that happens to me with weed sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So with weed though, for me it doesn't seem like I get as much like out of it in the sense of like I know what I need to do, kind of like mushrooms. I kind of it's almost like it's like it's right there in front of me and I see what I'm fucking up at and like what I need to fix. With weed sometimes it's just like major anxiety and I don't know why. Like it's like I don't know.
Yeah, there's a distinct difference for sure.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I was just saying, yeah, mushrooms have been very beneficial to me. I'll say.
I mean, I think it's beneficial for a lot of people, and they're doing studies right now to try to, legalize it so they can study it more.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's great for depression and anxiety, even too. You wouldn't necessarily think that because it gives you anxiety sometimes when you're tripping, but like overall, it seems like it helps me
definitely
in the long run. Like after going through that,
I think there's definitely benefits to microdosing, like as far as I think it's something we could look into for like PTSD.
Oh yeah,
anything that's going to keep people from offing themselves.
Yeah,
I'm down to try.
And
Yes.
I got diagnosed with like depression and anxiety issues like years ago, but honestly, all the medicines and shit that I've been on, like nothing has been as beneficial to my mind state as mushrooms. And it's like I can go take a pill every day and not feel like myself and like feel weird and like not right, or I can like eat some mushrooms once a month or like once every few months and I'll feel fine, like
Nature's medicine.
It's like I don't need that anymore,
It's weird. I feel like at a certain point it stops being medicine and it's just inflicting thoughts on you. Like it's like, hey, you could have done this without the shrooms.
Well, yeah, you could, sure. But
no.
You don't want to necessarily though, and then the shrooms put it in your face like, hey,
it's because your ego's
stop
in the way.
ignoring that.
Always.
When you're sober.
Oh yeah,
100%. You're always thinking of how will I feel if I feel this way?
Oh, I don't want to get into that right now. Kind of thing.
Literally, every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great times.
Great times. We talked about mushrooms. I'm happy about that. I wanted to.
Oh yeah, you should have brought it up at the beginning.
I absolutely.
Anyway, mushrooms.
Mushrooms. Here we go. We could literally talk forever about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, more questions I stole.
Okay.
What is your definitions? Each of you, what's your definition of success?
Ooh, I got you. Here, I'm just gonna go off the top.
Ooh,
off the top.
You didn't write this?
No, I didn't write it, man. I didn't write it. It's coming right now. I think so, like success is liberation. 100%. It is liberation. Like if you are achieving what you feel you're passionate about, then you're successful. If you're showing love to your family and you're doing the things that you feel like you should have been doing, you're successful. And if you feel like you're making moves that impress yourself, you're successful.
I like that.
And I don't think it goes any further than that. For me personally, it doesn't go any further than that. a lot of people take success, of course, from the finance.
Yeah.
And it's going to be that way, bro. Like, you feel comfortable
'Cause,
from the money.
It's the world we live in, though, too, you know?
Yes, it's a capitalist world.
Yeah.
It's okay.
The people with the nicer shit, man, they have it together, right? No.
It's easy to fixate yourself on the materialistic things, and I see it. I've got cool guitar. I have cool guitar.
Yeah.
Single.
Yeah.
Not guitars. I have cool guitar, and
I've got a few cool instruments and a few pieces of shit too. So
yes. I mean, you find the value in what you think.
I have cool microphone.
yeah.
You have cool microphone. You have microphones. You have plural.
Yeah, you're good.
We're good. We got microphones up in here.
I was gonna say my definition of it would be just probably happiness, man. You know, like if you're happy with where you're at, then what else matters? You know, like
Oh yeah.
I mean,
that was my answer.
it's kind of simple, but you know,
I was first asked that question on a podcast, and I said just waking up happy.
yeah.
Just waking up
If you're
happy
content,
in your situation.
yeah. Like I mean, not that like if you're happy you should stop working on shit. You know, you should always strive to be better. But I'm just saying, like if you can wake up and not be like negative. In other words, like see things negatively and like be like, I don't want to do that, and you know, like that kind of mindset. Like as long as you're like, yes, I'm happy about what I'm doing, I enjoy my life. Like then you're fucking successful, man. That's it.
Yeah, but then I guess
Enjoy your life.
that gets deeper as well because there's different definitions of people's happiness. Like,
Oh yeah, well,
my happiness is I'm working hard and I'm doing well enough financially that I don't have to struggle.
well,
But I mean, someone else's version could just be like, you know, I'm gonna eat McDonald's today.
yeah, like I get to eat today.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah, man, it's different for everybody, but it's also kind of the same thing. It's just like how easily, what does it take to make you feel that way, you know, or whatever, you know, like, because you can be happy in any situation that you are. Like, you could be fucking
Got a new bag of crack.
starving, fucking on the street. I'm happy.
boy.
Yeah.
Did you
But-
hear that right there? I was like, yeah, boy. Go ahead.
Yeah, boy.
Anyways, yeah. You know, I mean, I feel like those crackheads, you know, they're not really happy. Like, they're happy for, like, a little bit, but then it's
Yeah.
gone, you know. But, no, I'm talking about, like, real happiness.
Candyland.
Like being satisfied with your life kind of thing. Like, I don't feel like I'm a waste of a human being. I feel like I'm actually, you know, doing something, and it feels good, you know? Like, not like, oh, shit, I should just fucking go die, whatever, you know?
Having a purpose.
Yeah.
I agree. 1,000%. Both great answers. All right.
Thank you. Thank you, baby.
Next stolen question.
Nothing. God damn it.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Okay, I'm open.
Um,
I'm closer now.
if you could go back to a time when you were younger and give yourself advice,
Hello.
what age would it be and what would you tell yourself?
What? The last part of the question. I got
If you could go
distracted.
back in time to
Yes.
any age when you were younger, what age would you go to and what advice would you tell yourself?
Okay. Age 12. I was initially trying to find my place in the world, I think, way too early. I think I was jumping into the world and I was like, okay, I do not understand any of this. None of it makes sense. What the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
Let me try and make some friends. And at that time, I was trying to make friends, and I was doing everything I possibly could to impress said friends. You know, I'd change who I was to try and impress the people that were around me because I didn't want to be lonely. And that was like, as a kid, that's a weird thing to deal with because at that point, I had absolutely no clue what that meant. I was just like, I don't like being alone.
Yeah.
I should go and party as hard as I can and see who wants to join in instead of trying to develop true connection with people early on. So if I could go back and talk to 12-year-old Briley, I think I'd tell myself to stay true to myself, for one, to be as organic as possible, to stop fucking lying, really, because I loved to lie. I was a good liar, too. I was very good. It was bad. It was almost bad because I could just say anything to anyone, and I felt no remorse. I would just lie, and I didn't care. And if I could tell myself to tell the truth, talk to your mom, you know, all this stuff, all the important stuff, and I think I would have done it. You know what I mean? Because I was a smart kid then. I was just confused.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd believe you, or you'd be like, "Who's this fucking old guy?"
I would be like,
We don't even look alike.
Yes, no, literally, because at the time I had like a George Washington haircut because I was trying to grow out my hair and I was clean shaven, and I was just an awkward looking
Wait,
kid.
George Washington, like a wig?
You wanna see a photo, man? No,
I'm curious.
I'll show you a photo real quick while we're talking. But as a kid, I was just a different person, man. But I think everyone experiences that.
Definitely.
But I didn't know that. You know, I was very selfish in the way that I thought. I was always just like, I'm the only one going through this, and I'm the only one that feels this way.
I think that's every child at some point.
That's crazy because
Every adolescent.
that makes me happy because it makes me feel a little more comfortable in how I was.
Yeah.
Because at the time, it felt like a huge deal, you know, because like I told you before, like people didn't like me for a certain reason, and I earned that reputation for a reason.
Yeah.
But coming back from that is so much harder than I think people realize, because at a certain point in time, you start secluding yourself because you don't think that you're good enough to show the world who you are anymore, even though you're growing and trying.
Right.
And I think it's a huge step, though, because we got all these homies that are dying, honestly, and you know why? It's because they don't feel like they're good enough to show themselves off anymore.
Yeah.
It's because of social media. They're comparing
That
each other's
instant
lives.
gratification.
It has a lot to do with instant gratification. It has to do with them scrolling and seeing someone that they're jealous
All
of.
this fake shit. Like, here's the
it's not
best
even
parts
real.
of everybody's
Yes,
life.
yes.
You don't get to see the bad parts, but
No.
here's what we want to look like.
I'm trying to change that up, by the way, as far as the social media stuff is going for myself. I'm telling everybody whenever I'm depressed. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Hell yeah, go for it.
Well, because before I used to make fun of the people that would reach out to people on the internet to get their gratification or get their good feelings. But dude, I get it.
Yeah.
If you're lonely, man, and you feel like you need to post on Facebook about how lonely you are, go for it.
Yeah.
Like, let people do that. I'm tired of people making fun of each other because they're trying to talk about their mental stuff. Because like I had crazy anxiety there for a while where I couldn't even leave my house, and it was because of how much alcohol I was drinking. And as I took that alcohol away a little bit more, as I have 4 beers right here.
Yeah, right.
But as I took the alcohol away just a little bit more, the anxiety started to secede a little bit, and I started to notice it in the world. How everyone's so nervous, they're so scared all the time, and I get it. I totally get it. So I can't even say anything wrong about it. Really, I'm just like, hey, yo, I understand. Like, hey,
I feel like that kind of goes on to mine. I was gonna say, like, I'd probably go back to when I was about 10 years old, and I would tell myself to not take things so seriously, man. Just not everything needs to be like, you know, such a big deal. You know, you shouldn't let things get you upset that much. You know, that it's, you know, you're just here for a limited amount of time, and you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna fuck up, and it's like, it's okay to fuck up. You know, like, ultimately, like, I feel like that's something I could have used back then. Is like, it's okay to be imperfect. You know, like you don't need to, you know, worry like and like stress yourself out to try to like do all this shit. Because to me back then it was like I would try, but then like if I didn't make it, it was like, oh well, fuck.
The end of the world.
Yeah, that was like, that was it, man. I tried. Fuck.
Yeah, it's like, well, I guess I put in my 1%.
Yeah,
I guess that's enough at this
that's
point.
it, you know, like. But
That's great advice for everyone. It's
yeah,
great advice for a lot of adults.
yeah, dude.
You think so?
Yeah, because
I mean, yeah, I feel like that one came out like during a trip actually too. You know, it was just like, you know, dude, you need to like not let things get you upset that aren't that big of a deal. Ultimately, in the real world, you know, it's like, let shit go. You know,
especially like, you know, if you're a teenager or even in your 20s, even in your 30s, like you still have 30 more years to fuck up, man.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Isn't that crazy though?
And it applies in a lot of ways too. Like, I mean, we're all performers. Like, that's a big thing, you know. Like, to go out there and like, if you fuck up, well, like, oh shit, like, is that the end of it? Like, nobody's gonna like me now because I fucked up.
No, the
Like,
world vibes with you because
most
of
people
it.
don't
Yeah.
even notice you fuck up though.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
like,
true.
unless you point it out to them or something. You
And
know,
if they
like,
do notice, it makes you seem a little more real. Like,
yeah,
instead
it's
of
true. Yeah.
planning out every move. Yeah.
But I've honestly been surprised at shit that people didn't notice that I knew that I fucked up on, you know, like
I would
performing.
never, as far as like playing guitar and everything, I'd never notice when people fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, they'll tell me like,
Can
I
you guys
ruined
not
that.
hear like just like a Like just a
A
little,
little random. But
I just assume you did that. Just
just-
for
Oh,
fun.
really?
Just add some flavor to it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like
I'm
that's
very ignorant when it comes to
no.
like,
That's the cool thing about music. There's things called
Music like that.
accidentals, and
Yeah.
a lot of the time it's something that you would play.
you just slip it in, kind of. It's either on purpose or not, but either way, it can just like fit in, like.
and I mean, you're not.
It doesn't really sound right, but it doesn't sound wrong, kind of feeling.
You're not
what I mean?
recording in a studio, so be
No.
raw. Fuck it.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the thing
Go
is
all
like
out.
a lot of the artists that have made the most money and been the most successful are the ones that went in there and like wrote an album in a
Oh
day.
man, let's talk about Bitches Brew.
Bitches Brew. What is that?
Oh, you don't know that one?
Uh-uh.
Kind of Blue is the other album. What's his name? Miles Davis. It's a
Oh,
Miles
okay.
Davis
Trumpet
album.
player.
Yeah, man, they went in there with nothing planned or anything to the studio back in the day when it like cost money to
Yeah,
record
lots
shit.
of money.
Fucking
Completely
legit.
improvised the whole album.
Wow.
Yeah, man, and that's like a super fucking famous album now, and it's like,
Damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that
like-
makes me think of a Jar of Flies from Alice in
oh
Chains.
yeah,
Because that was recorded and written and recorded in 3 days, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
It could be 5 days,
The
but
amount of
just
raw
super
talent.
quick.
That's insane.
people just, I don't know. We were talking about earlier. Some people put effort, and some people are driven in a different way.
Mhm.
But dude, sometimes some of the music that comes out of just doing something, or some of the experiences that come out of just doing something and not really putting much thought into it are kind of interesting to me. But it's not how I want to go about things anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've always been very like, let's do it and just see what happens,
Mhm.
and then nothing ever happened. So maybe that's just not for me. Maybe I'm not the one that can go in the studio and record an album
Well-
in 3 days.
I don't know, man. I think it depends on your situation, Depends what you have saved up to, because I mean, people just write shit all the time, like you just gather up a whole bunch of like parts of songs almost, to yourself, and like if you got with the right people, that shit could click real well, we could be like, okay, this could work with this lyric works here, with your song or whatever, I think that can happen, just like, I think that depends on chemistry and just what people have, ready to go,
Yes.
like if it fits together, if they're all on the same page or not,
God-given talent.
Well, I mean, dude, there's only so much you want to give to the people. I mean, I figure you sit at home and probably write jokes a lot, right?
Yeah,
And
definitely.
how much of those get told?
At open mics, I try to run through everything I wrote this week.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's dope, dude. I want to give you a high five for
But
that.
no, there's-
'cause, like, I would never.
I have a journal, and there's a lot of jokes in there that are never going to be told, or if they
Right.
are told, it'll be a few years from now when I know how to word them better, or
Yeah,
I
how
have
to
a
deliver 'em.
situation. Yeah.
Do you feel like you're getting into like this groove where you're just writing and releasing?
Yeah, I mean, I write a lot, so
Mm-hmm. Well, you were saying that it'll be you'll perform whatever happened that week. Do you feel like you're doing that a lot now? Like you're just kind of rolling with it?
yeah. Since I mean, my first venue was the 806, and it was the only place I knew about. I didn't know there were other comedians here, so every 2 weeks I would just write a new set. So like I've talked to comedians, and they'll be like, "I've been doing it about a year or two. I have like 15 minutes." I was like,
Oh shit!
I probably had 45 minutes in the first 6 months. Like,
Yeah.
at least.
Do you feel like they're working on that 15 minutes just way too much?
I mean, they're perfecting the shit out of it.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's all about delivery at this point, right? Like
Yeah.
once you have your jokes, it's all how you're interacting with the crowd.
But then saying the same jokes over and over gets so boring.
Yeah, because
So it's
everybody
like-
knows your shit already.
Yeah, I'm always gonna throw some new things in there.
Yeah.
That's
Change it
regardless. That's just my personal preference.
I have really thought
Keep
about
people interested.
doing stand up at some
I mean,
point.
but there are guys who can have their solid 15 and they can deliver it perfectly.
Mhm.
So I respect that as well. It's just not my thing.
I think I need to be more open to this. We're talking. There's like a huge comedy scene right now, but I'd like to come and check out more of it for sure.
Do it.
I think all you guys are funny, man. I think you're funny people in general. Like, and it's not even about the jokes at that point. For me, it's like I like seeing you guys up there. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a personal thing.
Well, R&R August 2nd is gonna be a really good show.
Yeah,
We're-
plug
Alright.
it. Plug it.
We're gonna be competing with that other rap show at Tees. But yeah, R&R. It'll be 6 comics. Fredo Williams, Kevin Mason is headlining. They're two of the funniest guys in Amarillo, easily. They do a bunch of crowd work. Two super funny black guys.
Okay, cool.
And black comedy's my favorite. It really is.
Black comedy.
Yeah, because they have perspectives that we never get to like see.
Yes,
we never really get to see their point of view.
Absolutely.
And it's always fucking hilarious
to see it on display.
Yeah, absolutely. I love those guys. And then Skylar Potter will be there. Austin Yulin, I think he's in it. Shit, he might not be in that one. Oh, and Chaz Sotelo is in it. So it'll be a good time. 10 p.m. R&R back room. Friday, August 2nd.
I will be there.
Plug.
I got nothing to plug right now, or else I would. No, nothing
right.
yet, man.
Not right now.
Nope.
I got one final question.
Yeah, let's hear it.
If you could make everyone in the world do something, do anything for the next 30 days, what would it be?
Make music.
Make everyone make music.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be interesting. I like how you had that answer ready, before I even finished the question.
I just felt it. Man. Like, I feel that though. Like I talked about a little bit earlier. People talk about people only certain people being musically inclined, and that's fucking bullshit, dude.
But everybody wants to be.
Oh,
it's
I
like
hate
everyone
that.
everyone goes through a stage where they either want to be like a badass guitarist or they want to be a rapper.
Yeah.
And people either do it or they don't.
Yeah.
That's all that it is. And it's that people are like, oh, I'm just not musically inclined. That's an excuse.
I hate that, man. Like,
it's not true anymore.
It's like, honestly, the reason I hate that phrase is it's like it discounts all the work that I've put into being a musician.
Yeah, you're gonna
it's like
say
you were just born
this.
that way.
Yeah,
you picked it up and you had it. No, dude, I spent fucking
hours
decades.
and hours and hours.
You know,
hours,
like
thousands of hours.
Years and years just playing and working on how to do this shit. And like, so when people are like, oh, you're so naturally talented, I'm like, no, fuck you. Like, I'm not. I actually just worked at this.
Yes, exactly. What about you though?
What was the question again?
If you could make everyone in the
make
world
everybody do
something
something
for the next 30 days. Could be anything.
Anything.
I stole his answer.
I was gonna say, man, just fucking get outside, enjoy nature, dude.
That's good.
There's
too.
so much around you that like you don't take the time to appreciate. I feel like,
Definitely.
Like I don't know. That's definitely something I wish people would just appreciate more, just their surroundings and like nature. Because I know I do. Especially if I ate some mushrooms. And I walk around and I look at flowers and shit and I'm like, oh my God, that's like a fucking masterpiece, Like,
exactly.
And it just grew out of the ground.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I remember listening to a song called Passion Flower by a guy named John Gomm that always made me think of, I don't know, taking simple ideas and realizing how cool they really are because we're so used to them.
Yeah.
He literally talked about a sunflower that cracked out of the cement and how cool it was that cement is super strong, but the plant itself was able to grow through it. And that's what it's about. Apparently the song, he had one sunflower in his backyard and a lot of it was covered by cement. And so it was like one sunflower sticking out of just a big area of cement. And over time, it had turned into just a full, all of the sunflowers had broken through the cement and turned into kind of like a blossoming garden. So it's cool. And apparently that was a true story, and he wrote the song about that.
That's awesome.
Passion Flower by John Gomm.
Tupac has a poem called "A Rose That Grew from Concrete," and I'm assuming it was inspired from that.
Wow, wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah, that is crazy.
I'm gonna have to Google that later
because that poem's pretty cool. It's just like how you can't be stopped from anything because a rose literally grew through concrete.
If you decide you want to do something, you can do it,
Yeah, like something so fragile can make it through the grit.
The heartache.
Yes, the grit. It's all metaphorical at this point, but it can be very real at a certain point. For sure.
Breaking off.
7 years ago.
7 years ago. I like that. It rhymed.
Thank you, babe. I'm gonna start calling you babe on microphones, so then people get uncomfortable.
I'm fine with it.
All right, babe.
Call me anything.
Stetson, my babe too.
Oh shit,
babes.
Briley be pimping.
Babes a pig.
Oh, don't say that.
Classic movie. I don't remember what happened, but I had it on VHS.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh yeah.
See, that's a tough one. I have 4 favorite movies.
You have 10 seconds.
All right. Friday.
Okay.
All right.
Life.
Okay. Fuck yes.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Really? We talked about
Rush
Forrest
Hour
Gump.
2.
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour 2.
Okay.
No way.
Yeah.
Rush Hour. Yeah, that's fucking. I loved that series.
Fucking Rush Hour, dude. Is it Tracy Morgan? No,
No,
different.
it's
Just different guy.
Chris Rock and.
Sorry. No, not Chris
Not
Rock either.
Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker. Yeah.
Okay.
I always make that mistake though because they're both Chris.
They are
Hell
both
yeah.
Chris.
What about you guys?
Chris
favorite,
Tucker and
favorite movies?
Jackie Chan.
Braveheart.
Huh?
Braveheart. And Pulp Fiction. I'm pretty
Pulp
lame when
Fiction's
it
pretty
comes to
good.
movies because I don't know about a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
So people,
Have you seen Hateful Eight?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
dude. Anything
That one's pretty good.
It's
Tarantino
like,
has done.
They reminded me a lot of Pulp Fiction.
I didn't get that vibe for some reason. It wasn't as I mean, Pulp Fiction's so fucking weird, like with the plot line.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it skips around all over.
I remember I've watched that maybe probably 10 times now, and it took me
Yeah.
all 10 times to really take in that movie.
What's going on?
Yes, I
and
mean,
what
I,
order
I remember whenever Bruce Willis gets shot, or no, the other way around. John Travolta gets shot.
by Bruce Willis.
Yes,
yeah.
and I was so confused.
I was thinking of Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs reminded me of Hateful Eight.
bro, that
Not
movie.
Pulp
Okay,
Fiction.
Oh,
that
okay.
makes sense. Reservoir Dogs was very like not there. It was almost not even a movie.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But yeah, Pulp Fiction's badass.
It's too bad
Oh,
Will
yeah.
isn't here because he would talk about Reservoir Dogs for like 1,000 years.
Exactly. I
Alright.
still want to see that one. Is it Coming to Hollywood or something? I don't know. Tarantino just
Oh.
dropped a movie.
Oh, with
Like
Leonardo
Friday.
DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to go see that immediately.
Oh, really?
I haven't been seeing any
don't think
movies.
I've
I
seen
still
that.
I haven't even seen Endgame.
Oh, I haven't either.
I haven't
seen
I
the
give
new
a shit about superheroes though.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
really?
superheroes.
I give
That's
a-
what I was about to say, man. I was like, man, I've been loving the Marvel stuff lately.
Dude,
Like,
superheroes are just fun, man. It's like
Ragnarok specifically was a fucking funny ass one.
absolutely.
I've
That
heard
was
great
good.
things about that. I still need to watch
It
it.
was good.
no.
I need to watch all the new Spider-Man. I need to watch Ragnarok.
Yes, me too. I've seen Ragnarok. Sorry,
I
haven't
do
seen
love
Spider-Man.
Deadpool 1 and 2. Those
Oh,
are probably
oh, yeah,
those are
that's
great
gold.
movies.
Dude, I love those movies, but it feels like they were catering to a certain crowd for sure, and it wasn't quite me.
Oh yeah,
Well, like 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
angsty teens.
Yes, angsty teens. Kind of, they're just like, let's watch the superhero say fuck.
Yeah,
You know.
and he shoots people and
yeah. Instead
he
of
kills them.
I don't want to take it that way though, because it sounds like I'm just down in it. But it's
Yeah.
fucking dope, honestly.
I love his
and
sense of humor, too.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Van
For
Wilder
sure.
was a classic.
yeah. Ryan Reynolds. I was gonna say he definitely did that right.
Did you
Yeah.
know that he apparently had like been trying to do Deadpool for years, and they just wouldn't let it happen, and he just was adamant about it.
Really?
And was
Yeah.
able to get Deadpool to
Wow.
happen and
Huh.
play Deadpool.
I saw Hugh Jackman like refuse to like do a Wolverine Deadpool crossover.
I
a
would-
loser.
I would not.
Right.
No, I would not watch that. I'm telling you right now.
I definitely would.
I think it would depend. I would
it
really.
would immediately come off as cheesy if there was like a versus thing going and it wasn't animated.
I just assumed they'd like work together, you know, and
Yeah.
one would be like it would be like good cop, bad cop type
Kinda
scenario,
thing. Yeah.
and like
They
Deadpool
drive a
would,
Porsche together and they can barely fit in it.
Deadpool
Yeah.
would just keep making like angry dick jokes, small dick jokes about him or something. I think that'd be hilarious.
Hugh Jackman would talk about how old he isn't.
Yeah.
Dude, that dude doesn't age. Fucking Hugh
true.
Jackman has been 28 for 30 years.
Yeah, got big on the roids,
Maybe. I won't say anything.
definitely.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I would
Fucking-
too if I was doing movie roles. Fuck it.
Yeah, I
I
think
was trying to be a superhero, Wolverine, for that
Yeah,
matter.
he was jacked in Wolverine, man. There's no way he wasn't. Fucking what's his name? The guy that did Batman vs Superman, Ben Affleck. He definitely
yeah.
did
He
some roids.
absolutely did.
Yeah.
No, because you see fucking Ben Affleck in that movie. I cannot handle Ben Affleck Batman. Not okay.
I've heard that from a lot of people. I honestly didn't mind the movie.
No, he's fine. He's just not Batman, dude.
Definitely not.
I can't not think Goodwill Hunting. I just like every time I see him as Batman, I'm like, dude,
Get in
you're
the car.
from Brooklyn. Like, yeah, like you're not saving Gotham. You're from Brooklyn. That's a real place. Like, I don't
That's
know.
funny.
But he's a good actor.
Yeah.
He's a great actor.
That movie
Oh,
where they
yeah.
rob banks. I forgot what it's called.
Robin Banks 3.
But no, there's a movie. It's him and the guy from The Hurt Locker. The guy who shoots arrows on Avengers.
Oh, Hawkeye.
Yeah. But they rob banks together in Boston. I think it's called The Town. Yeah, it's called
Oh,
The Town.
yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
Town.
No, I've
That
seen the
movie's
fucking
dope.
town.
It's a dope ass movie. Ben Affleck's actually in a lot of good movies.
He's a good,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I said, he's a good
he seems
actor.
like a douche.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's not Batman though. You feel that, right? Like,
Yeah, I feel that.
I think about every other Batman, and I don't even think Christian Bale was a good Batman. I'm gonna tell you that right
Michael Keaton or what?
now. George Clooney is my.
George
is
Clooney.
my
Just wait until Robert Pattinson.
Oh, dude, he's gonna kill it.
I think he probably would.
I
do it.
literally,
I'm interested in that
I think
one.
he's gonna be the best Batman yet.
He
Dude,
got-
I'm gonna say that right
He
now.
got the right forehead for it.
Dude, you want to see my forehead? Shit, no, dude, he reminds me of. I almost wish that he would have been Batman Beyond.
That's what I was just thinking.
Oh yeah.
Because he would have been perfect for that.
Definitely.
Like if he had like maybe dyed his hair or something. But fuck that. I don't know. It could have been awesome, and I think
Yeah.
it's still going to be. But I'm like 50-50, man. I've watched Twilight. I know how he acts.
I did not like those movies.
Well,
Nah.
I haven't seen him in anything else, so I can't judge that. That's
he
not.
was in a movie about 9/11,
Oh,
or it wasn't about like the.
you have any 9/11 jokes?
Flight. Whatever.
I did. They weren't as funny.
Okay.
But you don't know it's about 9/11 until he's like on his way to work and you just see a plane coming. I think it's his dad that dies. But,
Oh.
like, it ends with 9/11. It's crazy.
Huh.
Fucking A. Did you ever see Rain Over Me with Adam Sandler?
No, is that like a serious role?
Oh Christ, dude! Like it's so good. I gotta talk about it for like 10 seconds. So Adam Sandler's played like a million different roles. All of them's been comedy. He played one role where he played his family had died in the crash of 9/11. He was going through like he was getting benefits from the government to live on, and he meets his college friend who he hadn't seen in 10 years. And so that college friend starts trying to like interact with him, and he's trying to figure out what's up with this guy who used to be so normal, and now he's riding around on a what are they
Moped?
called? Not a moped, but it's one of the things. No, it might be a moped. It was a moped. It was either a moped or one of those things that you lean and you move.
Oh, you stand straight up
Segway.
on
Segway.
Segway. I think it might have been a Segway. And he sees him like in New York, and he's like, "Hey, we went to college together. Let's get together sometime." So he starts to learn about his story and like what happened with his family. And this guy's just weird, man. He makes tons and tons of money, and it's Adam Sandler playing that character, and he redoes his kitchen constantly. He remodels it because that's what he did before his family died, and so he's always living in that moment. And he's playing Shadow of the Colossus the entire game, the entire movie.
Is
And-
that a video game?
yeah, amazing video game. It's based on 16 bosses that are ginormous, and I couldn't describe it properly because I only played it the last couple of years.
So it's like he has like a OCD, of.
Something.
or it's like when people become hoarders.
I think
and
he
they
had
don't throw anything away
PTSD. I think that it was more that. And so it was a lot about that, and like just a friendship, and like learning that people can literally lose their sanity, and him going through just all kinds of shit. It's awesome. It's the shit. Like I think it's one of my favorite movies actually.
Over Me.
Rain Over Me, REIGN.
I think I've seen that in like the suggested or something. He's in another movie where he's a cobbler that I also avoided.
Yeah, with the shoes
Yeah.
or whatever. That was not a good movie, man.
Yeah.
Like
I think it's just called The Cobbler.
Yeah.
But
Netflix special or something.
you should definitely watch. I don't know if you'd like his stand up, but I watched this Netflix special and I laughed my ass off. I didn't expect him to be that funny.
I think we talked about that last week.
Oh yeah, we
And
probably did.
I was
yeah.
saying how it just didn't.
I
hit
think
me.
I started watching it and just didn't finish it.
I know,
but
me too, man. But I think it's probably you're a comedian, and so you were probably more focused on what
Listening.
he's saying.
And
into it.
his style is just so weird.
Mm-hmm.
And
I remember,
it's just,
He's
like,
awkward as fuck.
yeah, it's not like anything else.
The last movie of his that I really liked was That's My Boy. Did y'all ever see that
I
one?
never got to see that.
Yeah.
I can't believe I haven't seen that.
was
that
that
one
where
was
his
good.
dad was like David Hasselhoff or
No,
something?
no.
It was
He
Andy
was the
Samberg
dad.
is
Andy
his son.
Samberg.
Andy Samberg
Okay,
was
yeah,
the son.
that's
Andy
right.
Samberg,
That's
man.
right.
I fucking love that guy.
Oh, Han Solo.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
his
that's
name?
his name. Yeah. And he has the tattoo that's all stretched out.
He has the
'cause it's-
Beach Boys on his back. Fucking crazy movie.
Andy Samberg, man.
Yeah, that one was pretty great. I
That's
love
like
that
our
one.
generation's Adam Sandler.
Honestly,
Right.
yeah, because the Lonely Island. I remember being
Oh, yeah.
super young and seeing was
Dick
it
in the box.
not Dick in the Box, not like a
On a
boss, not on
On
a
a
boat. There's another one. It was like
There's so
the
many
phone. What the fuck was like? That's not my dad.
my
that's a
dad's not a
sis.
phone.
Yeah, my
Oh,
dad's
yeah.
not a phone. What the fuck
Threw
was
it
that
on the
song?
ground.
Threw it on the ground. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
It's been years since I've heard that because I didn't
So I
like.
threw it on.
I've always like hated parody music because it's like what I do music, and so it's like people are just making fun of like what I do. I guess
You're taking that too hard.
too definitely.
Yeah.
Getting mad at
But
Weird Al?
well, yeah, no, specifically Weird Al, man. Like I've never vibed with his music. I
It's,
don't.
his demographic is like 8-year-olds.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
true.
right.
That's when I listen to it.
Okay,
When you're a kid.
I
yeah.
guess I never thought about it like that because I remember that Chameleonaire cover, the
White and Nerdy.
White
White
Nerdy.
Nerdy.
That's what it
Yeah.
was. Damn.
Yeah, because I remember people were still listening to it in junior high. I'm like, dude, you still listen to Weird Al?
I don't know. I think that's something like people tell me to listen to Weird Al or something. It throws me off a little bit, but it's okay. Fucking, I just don't.
Honestly, I heard Amish Paradise before I heard Gangster's Paradise.
Oh, really?
So I was like,
Really?
This is a weird cover.
yeah,
This is a weird song in general.
yeah,
Hear that one thinking it's the original.
yeah.
It's got to throw you off a little bit.
Right.
That's funny. Well,
You're funny.
we went. Thank you. We went a long time.
Did we?
Yeah, thanks for coming
That's
through.
what she
Go ahead
said.
and wrap it up. I guess that's all I have to say to wrap it up. I'm not good.
All right.
I'm not good at
I'm
ending
not good at-
conversations.
It's okay. We're here.
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee.
But yeah,
Mahalo.
Uno.
Uno. God damn it.
where you guys? Do you have
Here.
a place you're playing next? Either one of you.
Unfortunately, well, catch me at the 806 next week. I'll be
Where-
there. I'll be there for sure.
Oh, they don't have an open mic next week.
Oh,
Week after that.
it's another week after that.
Yeah,
You're right.
it's
Okay,
second and
so
fourth Wednesday of every month.
so catch me at the next open mic at the 806. I'm gonna be performing some original music this
Yeah,
time
yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Before-
there is every Thursday you can play at Wild Bill's.
Hey, I might be there.
I only know that because Buster Bledsoe. Shout out to Buster. He listens sometimes, but
What's up, bud?
he used to let me go do comedy at Smokey Joe's, and then Smokey Joe's got tired of paying him, so he went to Wild Bill's, and he still lets me do comedy at Wild Bill's. So it's a good time.
Okay,
Very old, very. That's rude to say. Very old crowd. It's an older audience.
an older
but,
audience.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got you.
but they're cool,
cool. Yeah.
especially if you get to play outside on the patio.
I
That's like
might bring this boy with me next time
Oh,
around.
shit.
I did the 806 last week, and I had a lot of fun. I don't know if anybody who was there is going to be listening to this, but
Dude, honestly, it's gonna be like 2 weeks without an 806 open mic.
you think so? Oh, it
Yeah,
is?
because there's 5 Wednesdays this month, so they only do second
Oh,
and
yeah.
fourth. So then next Wednesday will be the first. So yeah, it'll be
Let me put a date on this real quick, if I can find my
the
calendar.
7th. It'll be like the 14th until the next 806 open mic.
All right. So
That's a while.
that is a long time. All right, guys. Catch me August 14th.
August 14th.
Hopefully with some boys. We're going to, I know we're writing music right now. I'm trying not to perform too many covers, but I'm not opposed to that either because I love singing other people's music. And I vibe hard to other people's music.
August 16th, Golden Light. Forgot to plug that earlier.
Yo, August 16th, Golden Night. My boys going to be doing some comedy there.
Blah!
I work there, bro, so I'll
Yeah.
come next door.
They got burgers.
They got burgers. We got burgers, dog. We make them fast. Come through.
I like burgers with eggs on them.
Yeah, you do. We don't have eggs for your burgers.
You don't?
I don't know. They'd probably do that. I don't think anyone asked for it, though. We got eggs.
That's so weird. I always get an egg on my burger.
Really?
If I
Like,
can, yeah.
have you ever had egg
pretty
and
good.
avocado?
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
Dude,
yeah.
egg and avocado, like, all right, we were trying to close the conversation, but we're talking about avocado. Avocado, don't play around, bro.
Yeah, I was on a keto thing for a while, so I was doing
Oh,
doing all that.
I feel you. I'm intermittent
egg,
fasting
beef,
right
avocado.
now. What?
Egg, beef, avocado.
Egg, beef, avocado.
Yeah.
Dude, you should see this
That's
fucking...
that's my meals usually.
Before we close this off, let me show you this avocado burger I made a couple weeks ago. Because
shit.
you might actually be like, oh my God, it's a burger. Or not. Hold on.
I never say that.
It's burger. it's burger time. You've never said that before? Oh my God, it's an avocado. Yay.
Dude, I've been eating relatively healthy, but like I've been gaining weight, so I don't know if it's fat or muscle.
Well,
I got to find out.
I'm in the same boat, man. Yeah, you really just like, I think the best way,
I've been eating extra protein, so I'm hoping it's that went to my
That's
muscle
probably
and
what
not
it
my,
is.
and not my fat.
I think so. All right, we're not gonna find this avocado burger. I'll send it to you sometime
All right.
because it's important.
Does it look like a burger with an avocado on it?
With a fried egg on top, and there's some mushrooms too, with some cilantro. Honestly, the cilantro wasn't very good though. I wouldn't throw cilantro with the egg.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Otherwise, it was delicious.
Sounds dank.
Avocado,
Yes,
egg,
sir.
cilantro,
Dude, I had
and
fun.
some
I
bacon.
had fun doing this. Like,
Yeah, it was a blast.
like 100%.
Oh yeah, thanks for coming.
I'm gonna come do it again.
You should. I didn't invite you. Just don't invite yourself. It's
Oh, I'm so sorry,
babe.
babe. Don't do that. We're not on that level.
That's funny. But yeah, anytime you guys want to come through, as you do them on Sundays. But yeah, I can do them any day of the week as long as I'm not doing stand up somewhere. I'm
Cool.
down.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we'll talk more mushrooms. I don't know why. I want to talk about that a lot. all the time.
We'll do
Yeah,
mushroom
that's
podcast.
how we're gonna close it off. I want to talk about mushrooms a lot.
There's
No.
not mushroom on here.
Yeah,
I need to
got
get a soundboard. Where
You absolutely
right.
should
But,
have like, you can get like some kind of MIDI thing going over here where you can just like blim blim blim.
Yeah, well, like there's
Welcome to the morning announcement.
the Growler Pod. The guy, he's another podcast here locally. I had these guys on, but he like plugs his phone in to one of these, and he just like downloads an app and does.
Oh,
that.
really? That's
yeah,
cool.
so I need to figure that out, which
Oh, yeah.
won't be hard to do.
Yeah, I want to see how this looks afterwards. Like, I
Right.
want to come and look and see what your DAW looks like right now. Is there a DAW over there?
What?
Like a digital audio workface? Is that what it is?
I think so.
There's
Duh.
there's Audacity running. and
Yeah,
it's
that's what I meant. That's a
yeah,
DAW.
that works.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
sir. No, it's okay.
I thought you were saying half of a word.
I probably said it wrong, dude. Honestly, I don't feel like it's
Are you trying
digital.
to say dog?
Dog? Do you have a dog? Yes, we talked about that.
Yes, the corgis.
Corgis.
All right, we're at 2:42.
Word.
No shit.
Yeah. Thanks
Damn,
for coming
baby.
through, guys. Yeah, have
Hell
a
yeah.
good night.
Of
You too.
course.
Peace.
Baby.